Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Good to have you all. Miss Barney trying to wake up, laughing out loud. You and me both, no doubt. Norma, good morning, DD, and beautiful Chad. Welcome in. Hi, Norma. April, hello, Barney and Norma. I am still trying to wake up, says Barney. April, I slept through the capture, watched it on replay. Awesome. Awesome, April. Carol, welcome in, Carol. Hello, everyone. Norma, April, yesterday was such an amazing show for DD. They were piling in. It was awesome. DD channel is growing more and more every day. Congratulations to him and our beautiful Chad. No doubt. Well said, Norma. April, Norma, it is so exciting for him. I love everyone here. Without a doubt, you guys are amazing. Oleg, hi, everyone. Norma, most definitely. Carol, hello, sweet Norma. Barney, yesterday was fantastic day here with the dog. Hi, Ole. Carol, hello, Ole. Catco, good morning, lovely Chad. Welcome in, Catco. Hello, Catco. Buttercups, good morning. Welcome in, Buttercups. Catco, Miss Barney, I'm sorry I missed yesterday. Was sanitizing chicken coop. Been a long, long night. Carolina girl, good morning, DD and Chad. What a night, my friends, no doubt. Kentucky girl, good morning, DD and the Devil Dodgers, Devil Pups. You got that right, Devil Pups. There's no dodging in the Devil Dogs. Oh, the Devil Doggers, no doubt. There you go. The Devil Doggers. I like that. April Carroll slept 9 hours straight. Norma, good morning. Catco, good morning, DD. Pam, hey, DD, and everyone. April, hello, Kentucky girl. Pam, thank you for always supporting the channel, my friend. Carol, April, lucky you. Norma, good morning, Kentucky girl. Oleg, I thought it all went down too smoothly unless it's no, it started out chaotic. It started very chaotic, Oleg, and it didn't look like he was going to go ahead and come out peacefully. And I think if it wasn't for his dad that talked to him to convince him to come out, he wouldn't have come out peacefully. But I will say I was wrong. I thought he would go out in a blaze of glory, and I was wrong. He didn't. But believe me, it took a while for them to convince him to come out. And I'm not talking about the law enforcement, but his family, his dad and his brother, but especially his dad. So kudos for them to getting everything out, getting him out without anybody getting hurt, without a doubt. Barney, I'm glad Alex was taken alive. Gene, DD, good morning. Maz and Chattel, what a night. No, that's no doubt. You can play that song over and over again. Oh, what a night. Pam, without a doubt. Gene, welcome in. Pam, hey, April. Norma, yes, Barney. April, hello, Gene. Norma, good morning, Gene. So, basically, we have a couple of people, obviously, that are coming in. I already sent the link to Doug and Chris, so they have it. They'll be in at some time when they wake up. Long day. Just drinking my coffee. The other thing too is that so we have our everything's up and running now. The wish list, everything. You can either look on the details. Look on the page, the description, and you'll see everything in there from the wish list to the Venmo to all that kind of stuff. Or you can actually go to the actual Devil Dog, the site, and click on the profile. And when you click on the profile, it'll give you like a description of what the channel's about. And then if you scroll down, you'll see all the highlighted information as to the wish list, the Venmo, the everything. So you can go see that in there. So it is up and running now. We have it up and running. And the email to that, you'll see it's going to be DevilDog_88. So we went with this. Hopefully this will work. And it is up and running. Mods, if you want to pass that out or put it out there, that's good to go. But you go to the profile picture, go to the homepage, go to the DevilDog_88, and then right there in the middle, you're going to click where it says links. You'll click it, and it'll come up with everything you need to know. So if you need to address anybody to, basically where to find it. So everything is up and running now. If somebody asks about the email, that email is the one associated with that DevilDog_88. Okay, I'm trying to make this as simple as possible. All right, so we got that up and running. Carol, dog, travel size, first aid kit. Yes, all the things that you think are possible. That's probably going to be probable. So anyway, with that, we'll cover that in another topic because, man, this is a long last night, no doubt. I mean, we stayed on for, I think, total of, oh, God. I'm not even sure what the total was, to be honest. It just was many, 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 many hours. I will say that I did take a little snap. And let me see here. I'll show you guys. So all day yesterday, this is what, when we got done, this is what it was, what it said. Thought it was quite interesting. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. Can you guys read that? So basically says in the top 5% of streamers, 21 streams, viewers, minutes, monthly momentum, you're drawing a crowd is what it says. I've never seen that before. That just came up and I thought, wow, okay, we're doing something right. Jack's mama, welcome in. Jack's mama, hello. So we definitely are growing, everybody. We are growing. We just got to continue that momentum as we have the momentum right now. I was glad Relentless was there to see it all happen. Yes, it was nice. He came on last night and he was very happy. And we're still going to do what we said Wednesday morning because I think it'll be telling and fitting how we see how everything develops from that early in the morning onto how many people were really out there at the time. It gives more of a perspective. So that was a great idea for Wednesday morning, tomorrow morning. We are going to do that. Hi, Casey. Welcome in, Kat. I consider the source of rumors and backs shelved them. So the Blockbuster thing, not only was that yesterday, but it was also that the sister, if you go watch it, you'll see the sister at the end, the sister of Alex James Barnett had made some explosive claims. And it was like a 180 turn, literally. And some people had called this. I'm not going to lie. Some people, I didn't call it. I didn't see that coming. I didn't see it coming. But some people did call it, which kudos to them for seeing that. But there was some claims made by the sister in reference to whose baby that really is, because the fiance is pregnant. and some of the things that they were actually doing. Now, I'm not going to get into that right now because that's just coming from her opinion, and it could be driven by emotion, it could be driven by reality, it could be driven by trying to soften the blow of what's going to be coming down the pike for Alex, the individual involved in this whole case. So I don't want to get into that too much because that's just one side of the story. We don't know the other side, but it was very telling. And some people did call some of those things pretty good. I mean, not to the T, but pretty damn close. So that's why you see the comment up top on the heading saying serious allegations made by sister of third suspect Alex James Barnett, who was arrested in Tucson, Arizona. There were some serious allegations made by her, and we won't. This is all about opinions. None of this is well. None of that is fact. So we can't really make it as in it's legit. But what we can say is it was brought up, and it was brought up to 857. The sister walked up to 857, the sister of Alex, and basically said some things that were really explosive. And if you were watching, you know what it was. And if you wasn't watching, we'll touch on it just as what was said, but not as in it is factual, because we really don't know. We really, truly don't know. And, but it caught everybody's attention. Let's just put it that way. Welcome in, Heather. Good to have you. Just a mixed up mess. If it is true, what an awful count. You're not only kidding, Catco. It was like, it just caught everybody off guard. But it has been stuff that was said earlier before the live. It was things that had been talked about and had been addressed, like some of the claims that were being made. It had been talked about. So it wasn't like really like something we hadn't heard. But for it to come out the way it did, it was magnified. I mean, I'm telling you, that was very much like, oh God, like if this happened like this, really, then there's going to be a major investigation. Major. It's going to be a major investigation anyway, but this is even over the top. So, yeah, it was quite interesting, to say the least. Pam, welcome in. Heather, welcome in. Good to have you, my friends. So, yeah, I tried to get out to everybody as much as I could to let them know that what was going on, because we got off at about, I would say about 10-ish last night, only to go right back on about 15 minutes later because everything was breaking down as far as they had found the location of the third suspect, Alex James Barnett. And it was, the whole thing was they were covering it live. And the idea was we didn't know if he was going to come out peacefully or if it was going to be in a blaze of glory. I can tell you that it was peacefully, but it sure didn't look like that's what was coming down the pike until his father talked to him at the very end. And it is believed that his father is the one that convinced him to just turn himself in peacefully. So, yeah, it was crazy night. Only in Tucson. Doug, you have the link, Doug? Go ahead and put the link out for you. But the claims that were made at this point, there's just claims, right? We can't validate those. At some point, it will get validated because you'll see an investigation big time. But they were claims, and they were shocking claims. Oleg, how did the female victim know he had green eyes and gray hair? Police say he was seen on a ring camera. On a ring camera in the back of the car, getting in the back of the car. Hey, what's up, Doug?
Good morning, Devil Dog. Oh, what happened?
Well,
I'm still here.
So, Oleg, how did the female victim know he had green eyes and gray hair? Police say, apparently, from the little bit that I got, and correct me if I'm wrong, Doug, but it was said that he wasn't. I mean, like he wasn't even trying to hide, really. Like he was just, like he was just there. Like people seen him there at that house. They seen him there, or the apartment house. They seen him there. So it wasn't like he was trying to stay out of sight. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, that's how I took it too. Yeah, that's how I took it too.
Yeah. So I got it the same way, that he wasn't necessarily trying to hide. He was just, I guess, just waiting buying his time, because people did notice him there. And I think a call was made, and everybody was there. The U.S. Marshals came in, and of course all the units came in. And at first it didn't look like it was going to be a good outcome, but at the end of the day, it turned out to be very, very, at least more peaceful. Carolina girl says, I was up till 1:30 or so watching 857. A few media were there making comments and answered a few questions. Yeah. That's crazy, man. Crazy. It's just late as heck. So yeah, that's what we got. Any takeaways, Doug, on last night that you can share that I already talked about earlier? I don't know if you heard, but just talked about how there were some explosive allegations made by the sister.
Yes.
And that we can't take him as fact because we don't know. Because that's one side of the coin, right? One side of the story. But the allegations were very explosive.
They were.
And if they are proven to be true, man, this is like going to be a whole nother big mess involved with this. So can you share in your words to everybody what we're talking about?
You want me to say what they said, what she said?
Yeah, say what you said, and understand this is what she said, and this is just from her.
Everybody's innocent until proven guilty.
Absolutely, everybody's innocent until proven guilty. But this is what she claimed, so you guys can.
Yeah,
there you go. Chris is in the house. Welcome in, Chris.
Here. So yeah, the sister of Alex told 857 that Alex was sleeping with the CO's wife, and that the baby was potentially his, and that both of them, Carlos and his wife, were bringing drugs into the jail, and that is what caused Alex to relapse, which led to this string of events that happened. So, and that's what she said.
Well, now, granted, that's just one side.
That's a lot.
It's a lot. I mean, big time. I mean, they're going to go into that, and you can bet and assure that they are definitely going to explore that to see if there's any validity to it. Chris, do you have anything on that as well? You're muted.
Can you say IAB?
I say I do not, as you know, I had to work late last night because you people kept me up at work. So I wanted to be done by 10 my time, but obviously I had to hang around with you guys till 2:00. I mean, unbelievable. I got and then by the time I got home, you can't just go to sleep. You got to come home,
wind down.
You got to wind down, have a drink, a little. Before I knew it was 3:30, and I got up at 6. So, no, I don't have a damn thing. No, I have whatever you guys say.
Okay.
I'm following a standoff in California on my other computer.
Gotcha.
My buddy Mel. And good morning, everybody. Well, at this rate, it's afternoon for me already. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, everybody. Hope everybody is good. Dog, I hope you got some beauty sleep. Well,
Not really.
yeah. No? Not much?
I got sleep, but yeah.
All right, this show will end at 10 o'clock on the... There will be no 5 and no 9 a.m. tomorrow.
So we are going to still do that.
Hi, Carol.
With Relentless, we are still going to do that Wednesday morning, just to get the idea of how crazy it is in that area.
Yeah,
and I think that was an awesome suggestion by Relentless, because he's going to actually be, what he's going to be doing is he's going to be covering from 5:30 in the morning Tucson time till about 6:30 or so, and he's going to be videoing everything, and we're going to be basically piggybacking off of him and having that live through him, so that way we can see what he sees. And I thought it was his idea, and I thought it was a damn good idea. We all thought it was a great idea, so that's what we're going to do.
Yeah. Why not?
Yeah, we may actually get the original way that it would look instead of the unadulterated version. Hopefully everything goes back to normal for them. And
right.
Well, it should now, because they know what it was. It wasn't a random, run to the house and, we're going to do that. They're going to go back to their same everyday normal cars up and down the street, gunshots, motorcycles, whatever. But, at least they know it wasn't somebody casing their neighborhood for whoever's house is, whatever. It was definitely a random, a targeted attack.
Without a doubt. Go ahead.
I was after we got off the live last night, I was finishing up at work, and I'm just thinking, Jesus Christ, the can of worms that this is going to open up for, not only her, but his family. I mean, they're going to be, looking for a lawyer real soon.
Absolutely.
And then, I hate to say it this way. Hello, everybody. Good morning, everybody. What this does to Nanos in the jail, and what's going to happen with that, because there's no doubt in my mind they have to investigate this now.
They don't have a choice.
I mean, when somebody comes out with that, and that ain't the last time we're going to hear her or the family. As soon as they get Ben Crump down here, you think I'm kidding? I would not be surprised if we see him tomorrow or sometime this week.
I don't think so, but that's possible.
You don't think so?
No,
I think he's sitting over there right now being like, oh,
licking his chops. Licking his chops.
The phone's going to be ringing. But, and, I hate to use this, and I'm calling him a kid, 23 years old. To me, he's still a kid.
Absolutely.
What it's going to do to that family, and and here's the other thing. He is unalived, and for the wrong reason, but if what she said is true, he was dealing the drugs too in the jail. So his legacy is he's gonna get pulled through the gutter too, which stinks, but hey, beyond him being unalived, well, that's your own stupidity for sneaking drugs into your jail. But he didn't deserve to be unalived.
And that's if everything comes out to be proven that that's what was happening,
It would be nice if it wasn't.
Right.
But then again, what did you unalive him for? You know what I mean? Now it's all kind of just slides together in this.
Everything starts to fit.
And then, hey, look, this didn't just pop out last night when she was standing there. We heard about this yesterday.
That is correct.
Or the day before, or both. So this has been going around.
Yep.
So, and I said, once they start talking to inmates in that jail, and those guys start singing for, hey, we'll give you 6 months off or a year off and you can get out, they're going to start singing. When you start offering, hey, you can get out early, They're going to be like, hello. Yeah, hell yeah. I was buying from her. I was buying from him, blah, 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 blah. So
welcome in, Jolene, and I'm a dreamer. Welcome in. Jean has a question. She said, Carolyn Santos was wrong again, but I'm afraid we won't hear my question. What is the question, Jean?
who's Carolyn Santos? Which one's that?
I don't know which one that one is. Tell us who's Carolyn Santos
I know the name.
is, and tell us what's on your mind. Because here everybody gets their opinions heard without a doubt.
Well, I'm a dreamer. You didn't take us on vacation with you, so we ain't gonna fill you in.
Jolene said they were saying they were sitting outside the house for several hours before they attacked. You talk about the suspects.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know about that.
I don't know if they were out there for several, but I know you're right. They were talking about that they were out there scoping in the area and doing that kind of thing. Yeah, no doubt. I mean, this was definitely targeted without a fact.
Mm-hmm.
Gene, what is your question, Gene? I really want to answer your question if we can. Righteous Monkey, good morning, my friend. Good morning. Welcome in. If you want to come on in, let us know. Just let us know.
Come on up and say hello.
You're more than welcome to. April, hello,
Good
Gene.
morning, Gene.
Gene, good morning, Chris.
Jolene, good morning.
Jolene.
No, I can't sing. Never mind.
Yeah, don't.
Hey. That was uncalled for. Listen, I took a shower this morning.
It's too early in the morning, man.
You know what I'm saying? I took a shower for this show.
The shoulder wound gave it away, says Oleg. I still haven't figured that one out because I get it. A lot of people, including Doug and many others, were saying that they thought that was just a ruse to kind of like make it look like, she was a part of the injury when in reality it could have just been more of a, I guess, for better lack of words, a cover-up. But my thing is, I still haven't come to that point yet. I get it.
I have.
I get it, but I don't know. I don't see it, I guess.
Not yet. Have, because it would have been, I mean, you can't really say it because you never know. They could have saved it, but it would have been triple murder. Yeah, well. Boyfriend or fiance, the girl, and the unborn child.
Right.
Don't they usually put the unborn child in there as murder too?
Well, yeah. I mean, absolutely they do. They count it as a life.
So can I bring up a point that I don't want to bring up really? And again, it's just a theory that I have. There's nothing to it.
There's nothing to it. There's no validity. There's nothing. It's just Chris's early morning question. Go ahead.
What are the chances that she's involved?
Oh yeah, well that's the whole point. I mean,
no. I'm talking if she is actually involved with the unaliving,
the setup and everything.
I said that yesterday.
What about look here? Because here's what I say.
That's the next question. How much did she know and when?
If they got in, right? Let's just say that they got in, right? There's two of them. He's not going to overpower them. It's not going to happen, right?
Right.
So that means they had to overtake him, pin him down, whatever. And if it is true that he took two to the back of the head, then that means they got him execution style, right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
Makes sense. What if
coup de grace?
What if they weren't the shooters?
There you go, Righteous Monkey. If you want to come in there.
Couldn't help myself. What if those two guys weren't the shooter?
That's pretty deep.
Well, here. What if it was her? From behind. Not knowing anything as he's trying to stop them from coming in the door, and then they have to put one in her. It's just something that ran through my head yesterday. I've been back and forth with this 2 to the back of the head thing, and I'm like, man, you know,
it's just so hard because we just don't have anything. I mean,
know.
is it possible?
Yeah, anything's
possible. Is it like highly likely? I don't know.
No, doubt it, far from. But here's the thing, like, obviously she didn't want to.
Chris is looking for ghosts, by the way.
No, just somebody outside. I think it's my landscapers or something. I don't know. Yeah, it was just like, yeah, I don't know. It's just something that I was thinking about yesterday, and I was like,
Welcome
that could
in, Jeannie.
explain a lot.
Right. No, absolutely. Welcome in, Jeannie. Welcome in, IKC, LKC. Connections to street racing. Jeannie, April, here. Hi there. Hey there.
Hi, Norma.
Norma. Gene, how do you say righteous monkey? Righteous monkey?
Righteous monkey. We're laughing with you.
The link is in there, my brother. The link is in there. If you want to come on in, it's up to you. No worries. So there is a lot. Hello, Purple. Welcome in, Purple. Good to see you.
That's my favorite.
Click that like, everybody. Click that like, double tap, thumbs up.
I'm going to say no to her being the gunner.
Yeah,
say that again?
I don't think so either.
I don't either, but I was just thinking yesterday, I'm like, you know.
GSR is going to tell the story anyways.
Yeah.
Huh?
Gunshot residue.
Oh, yeah. No doubt. I mean, they'd already know that. You know, and I'm wondering where she is. She got
probably back home.
That's a yeah. I don't know, man. I'd love to be a fly on the wall, no doubt.
I don't think she goes back to that house right yet.
No. East
Probably
Tennessee Mountain
family.
Says, welcome in, my friend. Says, I think his girlfriend is involved, in my opinion. It's possible. It is very possible.
I mean, for her to be sleeping with him, right? Obviously, she could care less about her fiance.
Right.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know. Like, you know, and now now they're together to be married. And if the other guy was like, listen, I don't want you to marry him, blah, 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 come with me and blah, 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 blah. It started running through my head yesterday.
Well, can Doug or Chris, can you guys share the information about, to kind of put it into more perspective, can you guys share the information about the mom and who was living with the victim's mom?
I haven't found any of that out yet.
No, as far as what we heard.
We heard that the victim's mom was living with one of the perpetrators. I think they're referring to Jason, maybe? The Jason guy?
Yes.
With
Jason,
the gray hair?
Yes.
The older guy that walked in from the car?
Jay Lewis. So I think, yeah.
We had heard that being put out. We're not saying that it's factual. We heard that being put out, and thanks a lot, Doug. I appreciate that. That basically, go ahead, Doug, fill them in. It's your call. Go.
Yeah, that was it. Just that he's either living with her or she's living with him, whether it's her house or his house. And that's another narrative that's being thrown out there by people that know.
Okay, so
whether you believe them or not.
Right.
I think that whole mother living with one of the perps, I think that opens up a whole nother section of this, because you can't tell me that mother doesn't know.
Welcome in, Remy. Welcome in.
What that dude was doing.
Right. Well,
I mean, that could have been a good place for them to have the interactions that they had to get pregnant.
Right. And here's the other thing, guys. The other thing to that is, supposedly in that same hearing that information, whether it's true or not, we don't know. We just heard it, is that the mom is a biker chick.
Yeah.
Now, I'm assuming biker chick is not just someone who likes bikes. And I'm assuming it's someone who actually, in this case, is possibly, and I'm saying possibly, I have no fact on this, but it's possibly somebody who is associated with somebody who is involved in something. Let's just say for a lighter excuse me, a lighter way. And if that's the case, that could explain where the narcotics was coming from to come into the jail. You follow me?
Mhm.
Because that was apparently, according to some comments that were made, and we can't verify this at this point, way too early in the ball game. But the idea is, it very well could be, if that was the mother of the victim, and that one guy was the one guy that they said was, she was living with him or he was living with her, or whatever the case may be. It very well could be exactly just that there was some involvement in that. That would explain why those, and then if he cut it off, and maybe it got really sticky, or maybe he found out something was going on between and all this is hypothetical here, nothing's fact, but if he found out that his fiance was actually doing something with Alex, then that could be why he left the sheriff's department and took a job as a Tucson police officer. You know what I mean? So, God, there's just so much there. What's your all's take?
Yeah, I agree. Or
Remy,
they could have been looking to expand their adventure.
exactly. And maybe he was saying no, but I think it was more than that. I think when you even go down that, if in fact they went down that road, let's just say hypothetically, if they went down that road as far as the narcotic aspect in the jail, it's like anything. Once you do it the first time, you are bought and paid for.
Yep.
Okay, there's no way you can get out, because if you try to get out, then they just turn your name in. So that's the whole essence of being bought and paid for. You know what I'm
Don't
saying?
figure it out too. There's going to be cameras to review. There's going to be other
Hey,
people
Righteous
to
Monkey,
talk.
welcome in.
I don't think the buck's going to stop with them. Like if it was
No.
actually that kind of smuggling operation going on in the jail, there's other people involved in it.
Very true. And Righteous Monkey is in the house, everybody, just to let you know.
Hey, good morning, guys. How are
Good
you?
to have
morning,
you, my
sir.
brother. Good to have you.
Good morning, man. I was actually out there on the scene last night. I got home. Actually, first off, good morning, everybody. Shout out to the chat. Much love from Tucson. But yeah, I got the alert on my phone. God, last minute. I was probably like one of the last streamers there. I didn't get a spot like next to all the other streamers on Camino Seco. Actually, drove around the perimeter and got a spot, kind of like. Just outside the east side perimeter. And then as time went on, I was kind of like behind the crime scene tape. Got a different type of view. I kind of wish I was on the other side, like looking back now, because there was more action there.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But it was cool getting a different perspective. I got an interview with one of the neighbors there, and it was interesting seeing, man.
Yeah.
Really.
But yeah, I got home like a little after midnight, and then I only slept like 3 hours because my dog woke me up. But still
Now,
waking up, man.
Were you unable to get to 857 in them? Could you not?
No, I could have parked closer, but I wanted to see. I thought like as soon as I pulled up, because I came from like the opposite side of town. So when I pulled up, I thought parking was going to be a little hectic. So I wanted to find a different area to park to see if I could get like closer, because when I pulled up, I saw everybody was across the street from the complex there. So I wanted to see if I could get a little closer. So I drove around, made my way through like the east side of the property, and
Right.
and it was dark. It was low key. I didn't see anybody there filming, but when I parked, I saw, God, probably like between 8 to 10 law enforcement vehicles. So I just tried to get a view from that perspective, and I just ended up staying in that spot because the viewers, they said it was cool having a different angle
Absolutely.
in case something were to happen. Maybe suspect ran away or something. So
Exactly.
Yeah.
just to have that different view.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, the most that the other guys could see really is they could see like the brothers and stuff when they were out and around, but other than that, they couldn't see the scene that well
Yeah.
because they got pushed back 2 times. So
Okay.
and
But-
that does help a lot, Righteous. That helps a lot when you're able to get different views of perspective, because then everybody can see the surrounding and which way, and like you said, you heard us when we were talking the other night. We said this guy's not going to come out. He's going to go out in a blaze of glory because that's just his MO in relation to his jacket, his criminal record history. And
I'm still surprised.
and then it just surprised the hell out of me. I mean, and then what what did you think about everything that was said to 857? What's your take on that?
First off, I was still shocked that Mr. Barnett was still in Tucson when because I wasn't sure.
Right.
When I got the alert, I was like, "Really? He's here?" Like,
Right.
God, for this is like worst case scenario of all charges, and then especially being a law enforcement, that he did that to.
Right.
I was just shocked he was still in Tucson, but with the incident with like 857, I can see where both sides are coming from. Right, the brother,
Right.
like it's intense situation, family stressing out, et cetera, and then 857 just there to provide community awareness, to document.
Right.
So I get it.
What did you think about the sister coming out and talking to him? What's your take on that? Did you hear about that?
Yeah, I think I heard that like once or twice.
Okay.
I think I was when I got home last night. I think heard it on your channel or somewhere else briefly. Prior to everything happening, the whole incident, that was I didn't even think of that scenario. But
didn't either.
when I was locked up, I mean, there were people hooking up with inmates. I'm sorry, with COs. So I get it, and
Right.
there's so many different weird scenarios that could happen when you're locked up. So I wouldn't be surprised, but that would just add like a whole different level of intensity, and mystery to the investigation.
So
After, go ahead.
go ahead. Go ahead.
After everything that was said, did you hear about the mother supposedly shacking up with one of the perps?
The mother,
Carlos's mother? Or
yeah,
yeah.
Yeah, that's what I heard,
That's crazy.
and she was a corrections officer, right?
No.
The
He was
girl,
a-
the yes,
Or whose mother? Alex's mother, or the cadets?
Carlos's mother,
The victim.
the
Oh,
victim.
Carlos's mother.
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't hear that. I thought
she was.
I thought they were talking
supposedly-
about his wife or something.
No.
No,
Okay.
she was supposedly living with one of the perps. I
Dang,
think it
didn't
was.
hear that. Okay, I didn't hear
Yeah,
that.
was it the guy? There was the guy walking away that dropped the car off. It's
Right.
supposedly him.
Wow.
Either she lives with him or he was staying with her. Yeah, it's getting a
Jeez.
little. It's getting a little hairy.
And then they addressed her as being a biker chick, like
Yep.
being a part of something. That's the way
Okay.
I took it, as in being a part of something, and possibly, and all this is obviously speculation because there's
Yep.
no confirmation on any of that. But
Entertainment
it was,
purposes only, people.
absolutely. It was just
Wow.
just said, and that could be where narcotics were coming into the department. you
Okay.
know? So yeah, it was. I know it shocked all of us. We were like,
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't hear that. That's
Yeah.
wild. That's wild.
Lots
You
of
know.
stuff flying. Yep.
So yeah, I mean tensions and I'm sure there was some anger in there, like if that's true,
If
maybe
that's
some
right.
embarrassment. Maybe some
Right.
embarrassment. So
Did you see the brother approach 857? Did you get to see that?
I saw when I got home, I saw a clip of it.
Nice. I
I
love
saw
it. Alex is like, you ain't gonna do nothing. And the guy's
Yeah.
like, oh, he backed
Yeah.
up. And I get it. You know what I mean? I get it. I mean,
Yeah.
but
He's a big dude. He's
yes,
Yeah.
There's some big biker dudes out there, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
I mean, they came with their shirts off. They were ready.
yeah,
They were ready to fight or something. I don't know. But I mean, I understand their issue. It is their brother and stuff. But
yeah. I'm just glad everything resolved, you know, without incident.
Absolutely.
And
yeah.
I
So
guess this is pretty much where the actual investigation begins, right? They're really gonna try and find out. I got to ask one question with the public information officer
mhm.
because there was like some media there, and he came out, did a briefing, and I was the last guy to ask a question. You know, I just wanted to find out if he knows what Mr. Barnett's current charges are, but the PIO said it's
Pending.
Part of the
still ongoing, part of the
investigation.
investigation. I was like, okay,
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah,
I
I
get it.
heard your questions. It was.
Yeah,
I mean, what do we expect from that guy? You know, nothing. Every
yeah,
question is part of the investigation. You
So
know.
Nanios used the PIO. That's
Yes,
That's a
wow.
first.
he
Yeah.
came out at
He
10:05. I
probably
think.
learned his lesson from Nancy.
yeah. It was late, man. It was
But
late.
I haven't heard from the chief of Tucson. It was her cadet. It wasn't
Okay.
Pima County's cadet.
Yeah, maybe they'll have like a press conference today, or
Sure.
Yeah, I think they will.
maybe after some charges are filed. I don't know. I imagine it's yeah, it's gonna be a rough ride. It's gonna be a rough
Oh
ride.
yeah. And
Well,
did you guys hear what the PIO said? He said that it was the Pima County marsh, you know, it was the Pima County guys that tracked him down, they said.
Okay.
It wasn't like, you know, US Marshals, but I don't know whether to believe that or not because they were on scene there. So I don't know, but I guess it really doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But you know, it's over, and I know you were on the other day when we had Relentless on, and you know he'll be on tomorrow. I think we're still going to do the thing in the morning.
Yep.
Just so people, I mean, you know what we're talking about, so people can see the area at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
That it's
Yeah, it'd be a good idea for him to do it since he actually
he's
lives there.
doing it tomorrow morning. So
yeah, I thought about doing it, but I have a gray SUV and I didn't want the neighborhood to start tripping with
gotcha,
another one in
that's
there.
all.
You know, just park
Yeah.
down there. It's like, oh crap.
Where's Righteous Monkey? See that crowd of people over there? He's under them. Like, you know, like damn. But yeah, that was just a crazy thing, man. You know, we've been obviously with Nancy, but we've been doing a lot of the crime stuff in Arizona. Man, that's just not a crime-free place over there, huh? Man.
Yeah, every day, man. It's
a lot though. Like
it's something.
You know, they say Vegas is the city that never sleeps. It's more like Tucson.
It's Tucson that never sleeps. Now, let me ask you: Is the surrounding areas the same? Like, is Phoenix got the same crime stuff happening, or is it just Tucson's like the place to be? I mean,
I know Phoenix is a lot bigger, but I rarely hear about stuff going on there. You know, if anything, I mean, they had like a law enforcement situation with a couple cops, but I rarely hear anything from there.
Really?
Now that I think about it, you know, maybe some narcotic situations, but aside from that, man, it's this is the real Sin City out here.
Yeah, it seems like
right,
it is,
right.
man.
You know,
You're closer to the border, so that's the first point of action before you get to
yeah, true.
It's
Phoenix.
crazy.
Everything runs through Tucson.
Yeah, I still love Tucson, even though it's wild.
Yeah.
Like it's I like
Keeps
it.
you busy.
It's not too big. We're got beautiful scenic views out here, but people are wilding.
Yeah,
people are wilding out.
Definitely is.
Well, here's a question for you, Righteous. So
what's up, man?
you made earlier. You were saying that that being in the side on the inside in the Pima County Jail, that you've seen a lot of things that you have heard a lot of things and seen a lot of things that happen. Could you give these guys, like the chat, kind of an idea a little bit more as to what really goes on behind the scenes that no one ever really thinks about?
It was basically like more weird scenarios, like in prison. You know, when I was in jail, not much. As far as like like yeah, it was basically more in prison, like just different weird little scenarios that could happen. Um, Originally, when I was talking about that, I thought you were talking about this situation with the wife and possibly him hooking up with, or her hooking up with one of the suspects. You
Oh,
know, that
got you,
type of thing. So I was leaning towards, yeah, CEOs do hook up with inmates. So that's what I thought you were talking about
got you.
instead of the mom situation. But yeah, just small situations like that. You know, weird different things happen. But as far as the actual jail, I um haven't really. I probably shouldn't elaborate on anything like that.
Right,
You
right.
know.
No.
Yeah.
Well, just wanted to know some things. Like, for example,
Yeah.
I can tell you that when I worked as a chief, everybody,
Hmm.
um, I had brought in a recruit as an officer,
Hmm.
and it was a female officer, and inevitably she wanted to work. Her whole point was to get to work at the sheriff's department. Well, in order to work at the sheriff's department in our area, in most areas, you have to work in corrections before you go into on the street. That was her
Oh
main
wow.
thing, was to be on the street, but you have to go through that process. You got to be a jailer and or corrections, and then once you establish yourself, when there's an opening, you're the next person that gets usually that job when there's an
Mhm.
opening. So this is what they work towards. So she worked for me, did really well, great kid. I mean, just great. And she ends up going to work at the jail. So when she leaves, she goes there and she gets hooked up. And now this is factual. I'm not giving you no names here or no places, but she hooks up with an inmate in the jail,
Hmm.
and they start having a relationship in the jail with an inmate. Next thing you know, she ended up getting terminated
Yep.
because it got out. So she
Yep.
got terminated. So these type of things, and I know this for a fact. So these things do happen. They do really happen, and it's not very, like, it's not very uncommon. It
Yeah.
happens a lot,
Yeah.
and so the reason I bring that out is because, I get righteous monkey didn't want to really say a whole lot about maybe certain things, but in my experience and what I have done, and know somebody specific, and we still talk. When I see her around, we'll say, "Hey, what's going on? How's things going?" And she's with the person that she was messing around with while they were in jail.
Mm.
And
Really?
the idea is that we still talk, like in, hey, hi, passing by and that type of thing. But that's an example of, yes, this happens quite often. It's
Yep.
not something. And as far as narcotics coming in, well, I have heard many stories from peers of mine in the jail, as far as in the county, that have talked a lot about, um, this stuff goes on. So it's not a shocker to me.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Okay. And when I'm saying this kind of stuff, it's only because it does happen. It's not like outside the box.
Yeah.
Getting caught, that's a different story. And that's why I said earlier, when you are in a law enforcement capacity and you make a decision to go that route, you are bought and paid for. There's nothing you can do. There's no getting out until you just either move or quit or leave. There's no other way, because, well, they have you by the throat, basically telling you, if you walk or if you don't do what we want, we'll just give you up. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? And then your
Yep.
career's over. It's no different than back in the day with the mob, right? You can't just walk away. Once you take that first payoff, you're bought and paid for. It's the same thing,
Yeah.
same exact thing. So I just wanted to go ahead and I didn't mean to put you on the spot, but that's what I was asking for, because
Yeah.
I know that stuff does happen.
Yeah. There's a lot that happens behind the scenes, and you know, you got money. If you got money, you could make some things happen in there. But one thing I can say is when I was in jail, This was, I believe, 2012, 2013-ish. There was a CEO there I went to high school with, and I saw him in there. It was really embarrassing. Before I got sent to prison, actually, I got sent to prison, and then sometime after I got out, I heard that he got fired for allegedly bringing some contraband in or something like that. So it's some wild, random situations happen in there like that, and
Yes, absolutely.
you just trip out like, God, I was there. I seen the guy. He seen me in my cell, and then interacted with him a little bit. Said
Right.
hello. I was
Hey, what's up?
embarrassed, and then when I get out, I was like, I got word that he got canned. I was like, holy crap, dude.
Yeah.
So
It does happen, no doubt
just
about it.
weird situations like that happen, man.
Right. Right. I agree. That's actually,
But,
I laugh because I can see that happening,
yeah,
yeah, it's
yeah,
just, God,
God,
oh, Lordy mercy.
embarrassing, man. But that's
That's,
all good, man.
no, hey, everything's a learning experience, man. And everything is, we all have different paths. We all cross different
Yeah.
roads. And look, I've told everybody on my chat, I had 19 people in my family. I've had 11 brothers and 7 sisters. And as far as my brothers go, they were not all angels, and I can tell you that they were from the old school.
Yeah.
So the going to jail or the fights or this or that, the other, that was a dime a dozen, and I say that because it is like that. I mean, you see these things happen, these things happen, and it's very interesting. But like I said, that's what got me to go into one of the reasons I went into law enforcement. Not the only, but one of the reasons, because I didn't understand what I knew later in life as to why they were always getting into it with the cops, And in my mind, I'm thinking, and I play sports all my life. So
badminton doesn't count.
I do everything about sports that I really enjoyed. That was my cup of tea. And so I knew everybody in town. And I would always ask myself, God, why are these guys always getting in trouble with the cops? Because they didn't just getting like arrested with cops. They would fight the cops. So this wasn't a little thing. Oh yeah. This wasn't a little thing where these are minute charges. My point that I'm getting at is that in a lot of situations, it's one of those where when I got older and I got out of the Marine Corps and then I got into law enforcement, I was getting into it because I thought, I've always heard someone tell me this one time, if you want to make a change, put yourself in a position to make a change. And so my whole idea of that was, well, be a cop and don't be like everybody else, right? Be a cop, do things different, be the good guy. Not that they're not, but that's how I took it. And then as I got older and I started working, I started realizing, oh God, everything came back to the mind, right? And I started going, oh wow, it wasn't always them. They weren't the ones that always were the problem. And so, you climb the ladder, you become a chief, and now you get a little bit more say so. You still have to answer to the people who hired you, but nevertheless, you are still able to go ahead and have a little bit more say in how you conduct yourself. And for what it's worth, guys, I'll be honest, straight honest. I was loved. I was loved where I was at. It's just that I just got, it started becoming political towards the end, and I thought, not happening. So that's the story on my end, but it does happen. These kind of things do take place, and they're not strange things. They're common things, and they make the news. Like I guarantee you, like Chris said earlier, when Tucson gets a hold of this whole case, man, we're going to hear about this probably for the next, 3 months, 4 months, because they're going to be going to court. They're going to have to figure out where the drugs were coming from. Is it true that this was happening? First of all, is it legit? Is that baby belong to so-and-so? And if so, I mean, there's a lot of things they can do to ascertain that information, because this is going to be a heavy investigation. And who knows? This could have a sink into Nano's ship as well. I mean, you just don't know, because if this is happening under his watch, I'm not saying it did, but if it happened under his watch, now you have a whole lot of other complexities and lack of control of a department. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of things there. But anyway.
Yeah. So I guess last question were all three suspects arrested? The older guy with long hair, did he just get questioned or
He
leave?
just got questioned. The long haired
Okay.
guy, yeah, he got questioned. They didn't. From my understanding, when I heard the first guy got arrested, no incident. The second guy that parked the car, they brought him in. They questioned him. They detained him, and then of course they let him go. They didn't really have, for whatever reasons, either he talked, or they said, you know what, we don't have enough for him right now. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to wait on him. So that's probably why they said that they detained him. They talked to him, but he got let go. Yeah. And then of course the third guy was what everybody really thought was the mastermind behind it. We don't know that for sure, but it does appear that he was the main guy involved.
Yeah.
So
I'm just glad Alex's father stepped up and was able to talk him down.
Absolutely.
Got him outside the house or the condo, whatever it was, and then he came out. I didn't see him come out because I was on the other side of the apartment complex, but I'm just glad it worked out peacefully, no injuries. Shout out to the cops there. Every cop or deputy I spoke to, everybody was nice, and because I'm just some dork with a camera, and trying to get as close as possible and try to get the best shot as possible and try and get the most info, and everybody was chill, like polite and friendly, and I was shocked by that.
Yeah,
it was
they
an
were
intense
nice
situation.
Yeah, they were nice to 857 and them too. I mean,
well, and you have to remember, they also know the eyes are on them, right?
Oh God, yeah.
They know, and they need to change that what people feel and how people think of them, as far as how they conduct themselves. And plus, you also had marshals that were there, so it's almost like you got the big boys here. Now we got to be professional. We got to stay. I'm not saying that's the reason they did it for. I'd like to believe in my heart that they're coming around, obviously, that they're actually seeing the errors of some mistakes that were made maybe previously. But I also know that when you have high entities like that, whether it's the FBI that's at your back door or the marshals or whatnot, you represent your department. It's kind of like everything kicks up a notch, right? And now you have to be kind of cordial, respectful, because you don't know who's watching. And you everybody's watching, but you don't know who's watching you. And so you got to play that role.
True. I heard one piece of, I guess, I think there was some sort of agreement. I saw this last night, heard about it, and it kind of makes sense. A lot of the local news media companies aren't doing any live feeds anymore. They're just doing pre-recorded videos and then uploading it to their news site because due to officer safety. So that makes sense. I kind of felt bad too, like thinking about it, like, wow, this is some serious stuff, just so they're stopping from doing live feeds on the news just to keep the officers safe. And I thought about that. I was like, that makes total sense. If I was a cop, I wouldn't want anybody live streaming what I'm doing.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
So I was like, wow, that makes sense, man. I would hate to be the cause of something bad happening.
Well, and that's the thing. And I should go this crazy, but even when we were doing our live and we were picking back off of 857 as well, watching him, when we were doing this, the first thing I thought, and I kid you not, it's funny you say that, because the first thing I thought was, I didn't think he was coming out of the house, right? I didn't think, or his apartment complex, townhouse, whatever. I didn't think he was coming out. And in my mind, I'm saying, oh my God, is he listening to these, the streamers? Exactly. And is he saying, oh God, they're not coming out? He's hearing all this. Are we like in some sense, contributed to his decision making.
Right.
You know,
Right.
because we're like, he's not coming out. He's not coming out. He's gonna come out and place of glory. His demeanor and his jacket, his whole criminal history. He doesn't like authority, and we're all saying this. And in my mind, I'm thinking, wow, like, and you're right. It's so fitting you say that, because in my mind, I'm thinking, you know, when I worked in law enforcement, we didn't have the media that you have now. Obviously, we didn't have none of this stuff. We didn't even have cell phones, I don't think. So we had bag
were
phones.
still on
Remember the bag
horseback.
phones? You remember the bag phones? We had bag phones. That was the
Yeah.
best. And we were excited to have a bag phone in the cars. But the idea was that, you know, I wouldn't want this either. I wouldn't want anybody filming anything. He can watch the live and see where everybody's at.
Yep.
And what if he has an AR-15? What if he has something where he could just sit up there and go, okay, I know this person's a good shot here. I know this person's a good shot here. And then just start, you know, taking people out. I mean, I did feel bad in that aspect, because I was like, God, Lee, man, is this the right thing to do? But I was like,
Yeah.
let's go.
That's why that's why they push the caution tape back and back and back and back, is to get the streamers and people, anybody, not just a streamer, just anybody taking pictures, shooting video way back. So even if somebody's watching, they can't really see where the police are set up out front. That's why they do it. And that's why, you know, a lot of people, you know, oh, I can't find them on the scanner, I can't hear it. That's because they go to their encrypted channels, so nobody else can hear them.
Well, they'll end up going to their mutual aid when only they can talk amongst themselves, and you won't hear any communication.
And a lot of states are following in what Boston has done. Boston has made it so you cannot hear any of their police frequencies unless you have a special radio, which is like theirs. But I can't get Boston police on my scanner anymore. The mayor and the governor did this. And a lot of states are following suit, because you can't track them. You can't hear nothing.
Yeah.
And the only problem with that new radio, whatever the setup they use is, and you can find the interviews on TV, when an officer calls out for help or they call out for anything, there's like a 6-second delay before anybody hears what he's saying. And that 6 seconds, that's a long time for, reaching out for help. You know, if you're fighting, that's 6 seconds. So that's what the police union is trying to eliminate that whole thing they're doing. But yeah, there's always a reason they're pushing people back. I know we go there to see stuff, and you get mad when they push you back 17 miles, but it's for a reason.
Right.
That's 100%. What it's for. I mean, exactly. Officer safety.
Yeah.
You know, you're showing them where everybody is.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, like, here's SWAT, try to develop a staging point, and then boom, live stream right on.
Yeah.
So I get it.
And
it makes sense, you know. And you know what? Not for nothing, but it's for yours. And I go to scenes if need be around here, yours and mine and everybody's safety too. One stray bullet and it's over. You know what I mean? So that's why they do that too, to push you back, so you're at least a little bit safer than you are standing in front of the house. You know what I mean? So there's reasons, and you know.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, we have been in a new era where, you know, the things that you could not have to worry about in the field of law enforcement, you now have to literally take in consideration. And this is why a lot of times, even when you're listening to your scanners, a lot of times, you know, when it comes down to the nut and bolts, you'll hear them talking, but you won't hear them say certain things. Even the codes, people can either there's people out there that will listen to every code and write it down to what it means. I mean, that's how dedicated a lot of the people who have these scanners they are, right? So they know everything that's being said. But this is another reason why a lot of times you'll hear, like when this all happened, I guarantee you that a lot of this stuff came out on mutual aid, which is only the people that need to be involved. And they'll tell you, go to this channel. It's encrypted. No one else has it.
Mm-hmm.
And you go to that channel, and now they're saying, okay, I need you to move here. You go over here, but we're going to this and that and the other. And all of a sudden, then we see everybody show up there, right? And then we're like, oh, God, I didn't even know they were here. Like, 857 got a tip from somebody, and he got there. He was on his way picking up Alex and heading over there. So the idea that nowadays you have to take all those factors because, last thing you need is somebody be covering something and then you're in the line of fire, literally.
Yeah. I mean, and that now we know why we're not seeing news, because everybody last night was like, where's all the news people? And they were like bad mouthing them saying, but now we know why.
Yeah.
That's good to know.
They were there, but yeah, I mean, it makes total sense why I don't do the live feed or
they just take picture and video.
Yeah, I totally understand. Totally understand. When I heard that last night, it set in. I'm like, wow, that is some serious stuff, and I totally get it. Because
I know for a fact, because there was a situation in California about 2-3 years ago, and the guy was inside watching the news channels live, and he was able to pick off 2 officers from watching the video. And in court, that's exactly what he said.
Damn.
They were like, how did you know? And he's like, I watched it on the TV. I just watched the news people. So I'm surprised they haven't passed a thing around the country. I think that would kind of be hard to do, but
well, it's that freedom of speech and your right and all this. It would be difficult, but I mean, when it comes to officer safety, I mean, there has to be some type of acknowledgement of what's better for what's better for the big picture and the big picture. And I think they could sell it if they really wanted to. It's just I don't think nobody wants to, because I think they just like the fact that they can go out there. Yeah, absolutely.
You can see it. I mean, it is what it is. Did you catch the video with the guys last night after everything was over? They went into the apartment building, into where his apartment was. Did anybody catch that?
I didn't. Inside his
the guy, the neighbor that the cops took his room over, his apartment over. He brought the guys inside the apartment building, and they were in there videotaping because it was still sheriffs there collecting evidence and stuff. They had this table out in front of the room. They had a bunch of stuff laid up, but they were able to go in with the guy. So it was pretty cool.
What video is that on?
857 had it. I think 857. I think Juice had it too.
Awesome.
But they were like right in there. I mean, they were right there. They were in there processing stuff, and tight quarters though. Like the hallway where the rooms, where the apartments are, is tight quarters. He didn't have nowhere to run to. So you'll see, if you watch that video, you'll see it at the end. It was pretty cool though to be able to get in there.
Some behind the scenes, absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, they stuck there until I don't even know what time, and then he got on live when he went home though. So
awesome. I'll have to check that out.
857, man, dedication right there.
Yep, he's doing great, man.
Yeah, he is. I mean, Juice was there. Alex was there.
Yeah, all nice guys. All nice guys.
Yeah, there was a news guy there, and he was with Alex and Juice and 857, and I forget his name, but he's won reporter of the year 5 years in a row or something. I'm not sure if you're familiar with him, but I guess he's friends with 857. They've been out a few times. He was there, and he was taking selfies with them, and they had a pretty good time.
Awesome.
So, but no, it was great that you were there too, with a different view. So,
absolutely.
Well, I appreciate you letting me on, man. I'll let you guys get back to your stream.
Thanks.
You got it, my brother. Man. Thank you so much, Righteous. And you're welcome anytime, my friend.
All right, thank you, sir.
Have a good day, man.
All right, you guys have a good day.
Thanks. See you.
All right, bye-bye. I gotta figure out how to get out of here.
Kick him out.
It's different on this side, ain't it?
Yeah, right. People like, huh? They're used to going on their own, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I don't know. Did you guys catch that?
What
You were probably sleeping by then. I was still working, of course.
Well,
But
no, I
yeah, they
definitely
got to
didn't
go in. It was
catch
pretty cool.
Sam says there is a very easy way to solve the problem. Pima County sheriffs and prison guards can sell the drugs, mail order or QVC, and God,
right.
pizza truck.
So
Oh
this is
Lord.
the. I don't know why this guy is in there, but he's in California. He's in a bar, something Dunes. He's been in there. Oh, wait a minute. This isn't California, is it? Hold on, I don't know. I'll have to find out. But he's in a bar. He's been in there since last night, and the bartender who's closing the joint up is outside with the police, and she can't leave. And she did a double, so she opened the bar yesterday morning. So she's wanting to go home, but she's the only one that can lock up the bar. So the poor lady has to stay there, but he's just not coming out. SWAT's out front with everything just chilling, I guess. It's normal for there. Happens all the time. Where is this though?
The COS would not.
No, this isn't even in California. This is in Phoenix.
Cheers. With the Lucy's.
Did you heard what I said?
Yeah, this was in Phoenix.
This is in Arizona again. Jesus.
Yeah. No, I mean that's the thing. There's a lot going on over there in Arizona, man.
Yeah,
it's just like I said, it's a city that never sleeps now. It's taking over Vegas.
Yeah.
Security said, I heard someone talk to Juice when he was live, and the person he was talking to was a troll. It is what people are saying. So wrong to do that. Yeah, no doubt. Tori, really interesting and information live stream. Thanks, D-Dog, Pano, and everyone. You got it, Tori. These guys do an amazing job, without a doubt. Everyone associated with this channel does an amazing job.
They're getting ready to go in.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. Double tap, thumbs up. You know who people that are here from other streams. Subscribe to their channels. And also Analyze Doug. Let's Talk with Chris. And DevilDog_88. You guys got it. Appreciate you all. Thank you.
Hello, everybody. If I missed anybody, hello.
Sam says, criminals are not very smart here, laughing out. Who pew-pews a cop and sticks around that makes no sense? Not a very smart person.
Wow, yeah, but why do you think that, though? You know what I'm saying? Like, why again, I said it yesterday and you mirrored what I said. Sometimes staying in the local area, you can hide a lot longer.
Right in plain sight,
because that's where you got help and stuff. But what blows my mind is it doesn't look like he was hiding.
No, that's what they said. He wasn't hiding. He was in plain sight.
One of the neighbors said he saw him come in and out yesterday a couple times. The other neighbor that they were talking to said that he hadn't seen him except for the beginning of last week. But from what they heard last night, this wasn't his apartment. This is somebody else's apartment that doesn't live there anymore. And from what they were saying is squatters have been staying in there. So it looks like he just was hanging out here. This is where he was kind of shacking up, but supposedly it's not his.
Right, trap house then.
Say that again?
Trap house, probably then.
Yeah. So, how they tracked him there, I don't know. But,
Well, it's like I said, someone for him, and this is just my take, for him, he knows you're not going to outrun authority,
No,
law enforcement. He knows that.
no.
It's that if you got a radio, I can drive miles way ahead of you because all I have to do is call somebody ahead. So the idea that he knows that he's not going to get away, once he knows he's been identified, there is nowhere to run.
No.
Right?
And once
Nowhere
they
to run.
grabbed that motorcycle on the interstate there, that went out to everybody in a matter of seconds. So everybody's looking for that motorcycle.
Yes.
And he probably and he knows there's flock cameras on that road, so he knows he was going to be seen.
Yeah.
No doubt.
No doubt.
So that's why, he probably just said, you know what, screw it, I'm staying here.
Yeah, I mean, because he can't hide anymore.
No.
At some point you're going to have to come out, and I think for him the decision was, possibly, I don't know this to be factual, but I would think that his decision was, let me get around family and kind of see what is my best options,
right.
And maybe he doesn't like all the things that he's hearing, so that's what took so long for him to finally make that decision to come on out.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, maybe he felt like, and that's what I'm saying, we don't know all this other information that came out, from the sister and whatnot, that if it's even factual, but maybe that's another avenue to go out with, so that you don't have to there can be a little sympathy, I guess.
Yeah.
You caused him to relapse. You're the reason why, trying to change the narrative, switch it, and I could see that. Absolutely. Without a doubt. April, hello, Jim. Gene, be right back. Carol, good morning. Shireen, good to have you. Hello, everyone from South Africa. Good to have you.
Oh, welcome in.
Welcome in, my friend. Hey,
right,
everybody.
Monkey, thanks for being here.
Absolutely.
Oh, what I wanted to say, I was just watching an article real quick. The kid that's in God bless you.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Because the other day it was like 4, so I gave you a few extras in case I miss any.
I needed them.
The guy that's in jail, what's his last name? Rogers? The one that's in jail already?
Oh, right now?
Yeah.
It's
the first guy arrested, Rogers.
Oh, yes, Rogers, the first guy.
He's already been in trouble that we know, but I don't know if you guys heard or not, because it's the first time. He already shot and killed a friend of his years ago when he was like 13 years old.
Yeah, that's what the teardrop was for, probably.
Yeah, he only got probation because the judge believed that it was by accident. So he didn't even end up in jail for that. But he already unalived somebody. He had a gun. So, a pew-pew, excuse me. Yeah. But yeah, it's crazy.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, these people are not once again, you look at their jackets, you look at, their record history.
Mm-hmm.
You look at their jackets and you see what they're about, and then it tells you everything you need to know about that individual.
Yeah.
That's just, yeah.
I mean, Jim?
How much money could they have been making if they were slinging in the clink? Quite a bit.
Yeah, because all your canteen money goes to that.
I mean, it quite a bit.
But it goes, and I'm sure there's other favors that get done too for.
Well, other favors in the closet. Let's be honest. I mean,
I can't wait. I mean, obviously, I think, we won't hear anything about anything to do with the jail until, I don't know, maybe once this all gets sorted out, and then, because there's a lot to be done here, right?
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
There's interviews and there's, charges and all that crap. And
you're going to have to follow it closely, everybody, because they're not going to publicize everything they're doing.
No,
they'll publicize a little here and there, like when so-and-so's going to court and you can FOIA all the paperwork, you can FOIA and all that stuff under investigation. They're not going to really say a whole lot. but you're going to have to really read the little captions, the little things, and to hear it, because there won't be plastering. This could be, if everything comes out to be factual, what they all claimed, everybody's claimed, this could be a very embarrassing moment for not just Tucson, but Tucson Sheriff's Department.
Yeah, I mean, this is
and then
big
don't
time.
think, yeah, and don't think that Tucson PD is out of the water, because they're the ones that were going to hire him. So if a lot of this stuff comes out, it's an eyesore, man, without a doubt.
Oh God, yeah. I mean, I would expect that. Well, you know what? This is a great chance for a few people too. This is a great chance if you're sitting there and you're the governor who wants to run for president. This is an opportunity for you to redeem yourself in Arizona eyes. Hey, this is what we found with all this, and this is what's going to happen. We're going to, the sheriff's going to be done, and these people are done. These people are done. We're revamping the whole jail. I mean, this is an opportunity for, somebody like him, mayor, governor, and even the DA, her name was dragged through the mud too for whatever she did. This is another chance for you to redeem yourself too. Do the right thing,
That's, yeah, absolutely, without a doubt.
And then, so they got this whole thing going on now, which is the big thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is going to be a long, drawn out investigation with the accusations that the sisters made, and there's all this stuff going on, and then you still have Nancy. You know what I mean? You still have Nancy.
Once again, it's something always happening to take away the attention from something else.
Right.
Always.
And this was the opportunity for people to do that. It blows my mind. And I said this yesterday, it was amazing. This dude lost his life. The family's missing, their son, brother, whatever. And all that wanted to be done was, this is all to do with Nancy, everything to do with Nancy. It was funny to me how Nancy still took over in this entire thing.
Right.
No matter what, you know what I mean? That's why it was just, I was like, there they go busting through the door. Let's get the guy who unalived this 23-year-old before we try to, connect everybody to Nancy. You know what I mean? Could it have been that group of guys? Yeah, but I highly doubt it.
Yeah.
I don't have it. There's no doubt in my mind that it was not them that was involved with Nancy.
Well, no, that's very true. I mean, even now, it doesn't appear that it has anything to do with Nancy, because you can, if everything comes out to play out as been stated, we don't know if it will, but if it does, then we know that there was a motive, and we know what the motive was.
Yeah. I mean, again, there's always a chance, you know what I mean? But I don't see that.
Yeah, no doubt, without a doubt.
But what a crazy 6 months, right?
It has been crazy, without a doubt.
Tucson, a crazy 6 months. I mean, we've been nonstop since day one. You know what I mean?
It didn't take long. Remember how we were just talking about how there wasn't a lot happening, and then all of a sudden, kapow, everything started happening?
Yep.
Now
look, it took them 2 days, right? Is it 2 days to get this last one?
Yep.
2 days?
2-3 days.
Yeah. Because I'm thinking, when he was on that bike, I'm thinking law enforcement is saying to themselves, all right, this dude's going. He's just taking off. But, he stayed local, and, they did their thing, and they found they found them all.
And that's honestly, that's the way it's supposed to happen. They're supposed to make this happen like that.
I mean, and we didn't see it. We didn't see it happening, but at least you heard and saw something, and Nancy gets nothing.
Yeah, no, Nancy's was that was a strange cat, man. That was a really clustered. Yeah, it was bad cluster F, no doubt about it.
Yeah, and again, the situation, two different situations, but no video from Nancy's except for the porch guy. What did we have for video for this? We had them at the gas station.
Yeah, twice.
But what does that? I mean, what does that mean, though? You know what I'm saying? That doesn't. Hey, they were at the gas station. Okay, it doesn't mean that they were involved. We had the car. There was a video of the car sitting in for a picture of the car sitting near the house on the street.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you have the guy parking the car and walking away. That doesn't prove that those guys were in the car. So there must be some additional footage at the house, I'm going to say. Because like I asked you yesterday or the other day, is how do they come up with, now we know that there was another murder arrest warrant for Rogers. How do they put them on warrants for arrest for murder if they don't know for sure that they were there? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
There has to be some more video from the house, or the what's her face sang, well,
right.
I know it was this person, but I don't know.
Well,
Doug?
The other thing too, Doug, yeah, what do you got, Doug?
Bacon time.
Okay. So the other thing too is that with saying that, you have a lot of things that are happening around. Where is that, Doug?
No, that was me.
Oh, okay. You have a lot of things that are happening around this whole ordeal that it's just so many different. Every time you pull one string, you pull like 2-3 others. There's always something else adding to complicate the big picture, and it's things that we probably can't and we probably can't and won't be able to go ahead and put in perspective because we won't have those answers. That's why we have to kind of take a second guess on everything, it seems like. Blue Eye says they've been watching him. Purple says they located him last Thursday, but Nanos wanted until yesterday to mine in. Meanwhile, Nanos goes public saying this is nothing more than
Hey, Doug, Relentless is here looking for the link.
Okay. All right.
An Arizona murder suspect has been arrested by the Pima County Sheriff's Department just days after speculation spread online that the man could be the infamous porch guy seen on Nancy Guthrie's doorbell camera. As previously reported, the PCSD issued an arrest warrant on Friday, August 21st, for Alex James Barnett. Yep, so they arrested his ass.
Went ahead and gave you that link, my friend. That link is up there. Please hit the like and subscribe. If you're not a subscriber, it is free. Subscribe to all the channels, please.
It's all over the news. 2 suspects alive.
We're waiting on we're waiting. So yeah, anyway.
I'm just poking through the news.
So what else we got here? Jody says, hi, Righteous Monkey. Hi, Sam. Double Dog. Right, Pam. April. Hello, Jody. KB. He probably felt like like an unalive man walking, without a doubt, KB. Well said. Sam, he has like 3 teardrops, that guy with the A on his neck. If he's got 3 teardrops, you probably know exactly what he's done, for without a doubt. Remy, Rogers could be the Pure. He very well could be. But it just seems like more fitting for Alex to be, only because of what all the information that was coming out late about the baby daddy and what happened and his relapse, and you know what I mean. So it's possible. We don't know who actually is the Pure, but yeah, that's a good point. Sam, in prison, a regular cigarette was $20 from a crooked CO. This was over 30 years ago. So imagine what they make now to sell all kinds of narcotics, cell phones, etc. Very good point, Sam. Good point. Jody, I don't buy into the jail crap yet. Oh, I understand. It's hard to visualize that this can be going on, but I'm telling you, I know from experience with people that this does go on. We just don't hear it a lot because they're not going to publicize it a lot. They're not going to publicize it at all. And if the media gets a hold of it, oh my God, it's like a wildfire, without a doubt. Gene says, I'm back. Good morning, Stash. Welcome, Jacqueline. Good morning, Blue Eyes. Welcome back, Gene. Carol, thank you. Crystal, of course, Doug. Boppy, I agree. April, because Nancy's perps are still somewhere is why. Yes, that's well said, April. Well said. Anybody knows where Relentless is?
He said he had a few things to do, and then
okay, gotcha. Okay, thank you. Sam, usually from a rival biker gang, etc., they would unalive him and then note witnesses against him, right? Interesting, KB. Yorkie Nana, as bad as the Kentucky case with the unaliving of the judge by the sheriff. Right, Yorkie Nana. Thank you for being here. Make sure, guys, if you come in, click that like, subscribe if you're not subscribed. Double tap, get that thumbs up, get the algorithm going. Appreciate all of you. Thank you so much. Yorkie Nana says hi. Relentless. Good morning, everyone. I'll be in soon. Got a couple things to do. You got it. No worries. April, Relentless. Okay, Devil. Thank you, Gloria. April, DD, and Chris, drop the link for Relentless. He will be coming in soon. I'll drop it again. There you go. There it is. They never release stuff, just like Nancy Guthrie case. Yeah, without a doubt, Blue Eyes. Totally agree. It's like pulling teeth. I believe they have more videos from Nancy's FBI is not revealing. Yes. Chris, you were talking about earlier about the videos, like how they saw him go to the store, and so they must have had some other information. And I think a lot of things too was they probably did have some video cam from the cams of the houses that were there.
They had to.
Yeah, because they acquainted those suspects that came in to that store. I mean,
right.
In other words, they identified it pretty quick. And the idea that they went in there twice at that time, and I think this was pretty close to that area. You know what I mean? It's kind of like putting the puzzle together. They probably said, well, this is probably good suspects to look at. And then, of course, they look at the camera and say, oh, yeah, there they are. You know, you're very right. That's very well said. No doubt. I just thought about that when you asked that question earlier or made the comment.
Yeah,
Okay,
no
I
doubt.
got the link. Ethan's back. Thank you, April. KB, people read chats. Please read chats.
What the is that?
Bam. Hey, Yorkie. KBDD does read chat. Yeah, I always try to read everybody's chat. Yorkie, Nana, Diddy seems to have a lots of help in prison. April, hello, Melissa. And you could be right. Sam, Yorkie, if you have a lot of money like Diddy, you can buy protection with phones, drugs, weapons. That's well said. A to Z, good morning, A to Z. Welcome in, my friend. Thank you for being here. Click that like for me. April, hello, AZ. Pam, AZ. Carol, hello, AZ. Yorkie, Nana, I agree, Sam. Sam, good to see you. Pam, Remy, a real quick ID. Interesting. AZ, hi, Pam, April, Carol, good to see you. April, thanks for supporting DD and being here. Much appreciated. Everybody with the hearts. Oleg, Pima, excellent work by our detectives and tactical teams. We can now share that this suspect was initially spotted by detectives at a local home last Thursday afternoon. Detectives request to continue him at the home until SWAT could arrive. Good point. Good point, Oleg. Good point. I don't know who all was involved in this, but when you work as a team together, you all get that credit. You know, that's why in Nancy's case, it would have been nice to see them work with the FBI because there would have been a better chance of solving that situation. Jim, AZ, Sunshine, welcome in. So that's the thing, everybody. We are literally trying to, on our opinions, we're trying to make sense of all the things that were said, you know, everything. And it's just opinions and thoughts. It's not any factual. Do I think that there is something nefarious going on in the sheriff's department? I don't know for a fact, but hearing everything I'm hearing, it really doesn't sound good. I mean, it's fair to say it doesn't sound good. And it's that old saying that people use, you know, when there's smoke, there's fire. You know, so let's not kid ourselves. Um, yeah, I think there's definitely some issues that need to be addressed. Let me put it this way: if I was the sheriff in Pima County, there would be issues, and we definitely would address them. You know, it's just that simple.
An immediate shakedown.
Yes, absolutely.
Find
Right.
the contraband within the drugs, and then, I mean, if it is true, we're going to have a lot of sick people in there, which is
Oh,
going
you
to
got? Oh, yeah,
lead to more problems.
yeah. They're gonna start
Once you
wigging out.
take the drugs away, then you got a lot of people
They're gonna start wigging.
detoxing and freaking flipping out, and just leads to more problems.
Well said, Doug. Yes, absolutely, without a doubt.
But yeah, you can trace them things, man. If you find the contraband, they can even figure out usually where it came from, because a lot of times they look different in packaging or stamping on the pill or whatever it is that they're looking for.
Right. No, I agree. I totally agree.
That'll all be coming.
It's definitely gonna be there. I mean, I still find it amazing how everything unfolded and what was said. I find it so like it's like a movie. It's like a movie, man. This is literally a movie. It could be an 8-part series if you wanted to make it drag it on. You know, and we're not even into the court issue yet. As far as, you know, investigating, because they're going to be able. I think if this all comes out to pan out the way people are claiming and saying, if it pans out that way, we don't know if it will. We don't know if it's even legit. But if it does, I could see literally the idea of them squeezing her to get information as where they were getting their narcotics from. And then that's going to lead down to another rabbit hole that they will, and it's always the big fish they want. So that'll lead to the next person. And this story it's going to be out here, guys. This story ain't going anywhere anytime soon.
No.
Whether or not we'll have a lot of content to go ahead and keep it going, that's a different story. But this story ain't going nowhere.
And I think they will be able to either prove or disprove the allegations.
Absolutely.
Whichever way it goes.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's like we said right before, even with the Nancy case, when you give specific details, it's easy to prove to make it into a fact or not.
Mm-hmm.
So you got a specific detail saying that's my baby. Okay, well, let's just see if that's your baby. Oh, guess what? It is your baby. Okay, well, one strike for you, one plus for you. It's kind of like it still won't answer the question as to the theory that they were running it narcotics through there, but it does say that at least this guy was telling the truth about this. You know what I'm saying? If she had come out and said, from the beginning that they came in because he's the baby daddy of my baby and he was angry and this, that, and the other, she could have kind of like cut it off at the head, right? She could have brought it up so that she could like not make it. How can I say? She could have brought it up, so therefore she's hitting the story before it hits, right? She's taking that blow away, that sting, by bringing it up, and then it's kind of a little bit less than what he can say or she can say, the sister. But by not saying anything, it was almost like you were keeping that quiet until it got exposed, if in fact it is even true.
Right.
FBI says, Jim says, FBI DOJ needs to flush the government of Arizona sweeping warrants, arrest, and clean house. In my opinion, they're mostly crooked criminals running the show. That's what it seems like. Yorkie Nana, the system is failing. Well said, KB. Would this be under FBI? Would this be under FBI? See, there you go. So if the drugs came out from out of state, yeah, I think they would. I think it could, to some capacity. I think it very well could. But you got to remember, those warrant for the first guy was issued by the FBI. It was an FBI warrant. So they are in play. Jim, Purple, Yorkie, hi. Pam, Sam, I agree. Melissa Curry, welcome in, Melissa Curry. Something's wrong in that sheriff's department, without a doubt. Without a doubt. Stinks to high heaven. Remy, exactly, DD.
DD, I think you're giving Chris a headache.
Oh. Well, he could talk if you want.
Oh, no, I'm so tired. I have a headache.
Oh, okay. I thought it was going to be a dog dig.
No, not a dog ache today.
I hope you feel better, Chris.
Not yet, anyways. Oh, it's just a little baby headache.
Gotcha.
And reading these articles doesn't help, so I'm just
get some more coffee.
Yes, I need more coffee. I just finished mine. I need more coffee.
April says they left her alive with a shoulder injury. I am leaning towards Chris' theory that she was involved. I mean, I agree.
Thank you very much. But I didn't say that.
I agree. I think it's very possible.
It is possible, but I mean, it's just funny. You know what I mean? But again, I mean, if they weren't there to hurt her, they were there to take care of him, but you still got to make it look like that, right? So they were like, listen here, honey, you got to take one for the team on this one. And if it's me, I'm like, oh, hell no. Hell no. What if you miss? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of...
Welcome in, Fueled by Folgers. Good to have you. KB, thanks. Remy, the fact that the hubby is gone and she's still here, very questionable, right? I mean, it really is. I mean, somebody had to go. Sam, we need to get Chris into counseling. The ghost is taking a troll. Looks like he needs some rest.
You know?
says Sam. Hello, Christian. Yuli's in the house. Good to have you, Yuli.
Christian, ask how you feeling, Christian? Is
How you
everything
feeling,
good?
Christian? Chris, hope you feel better, buddy, says Jim. Yuli, they
Thank
got
you
the
very
guy
much.
last night. Yahoo for the issue. Well said. Well said. Well said. Oleg, do you have the dark version of YouTube? It's much better on the eyes. I have no idea. I didn't know there was a dark version. Jim, thank you, children. Liquid Motrin, Chris. Liquid Motrin, children's medicine. Oleg, you can adjust the lighting if on phone. Yeah, there you go. Just the lighting on your phone. Very true. Sam, joking, Chris, laughing out. You need a pot of coffee. Pam, hey, Fuel, welcome in. Feel the same way, laughing out loud, coffee. Hey, Yuli, welcome in, says Pam. Oleg, April hardly use my phone for YouTube, but we'll try that. Guys, we are at 84 in the house. If you guys are lurking and watching, you're always welcome. Subscribe to all the channels for free. It doesn't cost you anything. Be a Devil Pup investigator in the house, in the channel. Be a member. You are all welcome. You have a literally opinion, and your opinion matters. And here we try to answer everybody's opinion. So what is the next? What is next now that he's been caught? Yuli. Well, they're going to end up obviously going into the investigating part. He's going to probably go ahead and they're going to question him and find out what the motive is, to wrap all these things together. They're going to wrap all these things together. So they're going to question him. They're going to find out why. When he says what he says, then they're going to investigate those elements of what he stated. And then they're going to go ahead and then they're going to interview her and get her side of the story. They're going to process all that. Inevitably, he's still going to be charged for unaliving that cadet. That's not going to change. There's no way to get out of that. The only thing he can try to play on people's sympathy is that, if everything that has been stated earlier is true, then he can play that sympathy card that they got me back into the, narcotic scene when I was clean, that type of thing. I don't think that's going to fly, but it's possible that some people will think, not as bad as they did in prior to this cadet being unalived. So it just really depends. There's a lot that gets done before this even gets close to being resolved. That I can tell you. Pam, thank you for supporting the channel, my friend. German Shepherd, welcome in. I wondered about this from the get-go because she was left alive. Yeah, a lot of people did. I know Doug and Chris and others have always, thought that, that was an odd anomaly. Me, myself, I didn't think too much in that, to be honest. And yeah, you're very right. It very well could be. Jim, German Shepherd, April, hello, Germans. Pam, hey, German Shepherd, welcome in. Click that like, everybody. Do me that favor. The channel is definitely growing. Make no mistake. So the idea now that we have literally all two individuals that are suspects that are caught, and one that is, for a better lack of words, they detained and gathered some information. I still say he's going to be involved in some way, shape, or form, in my opinion. I don't know what if it's just going to be, you know, an accessory because he was trying to park the car, hide the car, or whatnot. Because no one, when you get out of your car, no one gets out of the car and starts wiping down the door. Let's just be realistic. No one does that. No one does that unless your car is worth, you know, $750,000. You're not going to wipe that car handle.
You mean you don't wipe down your door handle?
So that's not likely. He definitely was
Bye-bye fingerprints.
I would say he had something to play in it. Well, we know he had something to play in this because he drove the car, parked it there.
And even if they paid him $200 to, you know, get rid of it and didn't tell him nothing, or just say we can't do it right now, he's still in trouble.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's involved irregardless.
That sucks for him if he doesn't even know what the hell happened. Well, he does now.
Yeah, but he may be able to say, hey, man, some guy over there told me if I parked this car over here, he'd give me $200. I was like, hell yeah. I mean, that would be his only saving grace, you know. And if no one else threw his name out there, like the other two guys didn't throw his name out there, like, oh, you know, he was involved in this. He was with us, you know. If none of them say that, well, then he's maybe good to go. But I don't think so. I really don't. And I think that's not going to happen. I think this guy here, just an opinion, I think because he drove that vehicle there, he was helping them cover it up.
And it is ironic that his father does kind of look like that guy.
Right.
But definitely wasn't.
Barney, they will have to prove who pulled the trigger. Yeah, I think that will probably be a little easier. Now, I don't think, to be honest, and I could be wrong. I could be wrong, but I don't know if these guys would have even thought to wash their hands and get that gun residue off your hand. Whoever was the shooter, you know, they might have. But I think there was so much happening that everybody was on the scares. Everybody was on the move. The last thing they're thinking about is, oh, I got to take a shower, or hey, I got to wash my hands. That's not what they were thinking more than likely. I mean, they could have, but I don't see that. So therefore, they can still do testing. And even if they wash their hands and it's not really washed really well, you're going to have that gun residue on that hand that holds that pew-pew. You're going to have that residue, and they will check for that. And if there was more than one pew-pew fired, they will have that as well. You know, they'll match. They're going to go back to the house, and they're going to find, for all sake of purposes, if there was only 2 rounds that were discharged, they're going to find them, whether they're in a body or whether they're in a wall. They're going to dig those out. They have to dig those out. Those are crucial.
I wonder if they already did that and got fingerprints for both of the guys.
And they might have. They might have done that already, without a doubt.
And there goes the warrant right there for both of them.
Yeah, but absolutely.
They probably had video.
Yeah, it's a good it's a good possibility, depending how far they were in the house or you know how far they were outside of the house.
Yeah.
Jack's mama says, I wonder if when it was said the masked men were knocking on the window, I wonder if that was a cue to her that they were there. It could have been. It could have been. See, we just don't know what that role is.
And she said it. Hey,
yeah.
I hear people knocking on the.
Yeah, I mean, and if he didn't hear it and she heard it, then she was looking for it. I mean, it's just an observation. That's just an observation.
Yeah.
You know, if she heard it, then maybe she was looking for it. She was waiting to hear it. And he didn't think about it because he was, you know, it was early in the morning. You're still getting the cobwebs off your eyeballs, you know. Jack's mama said, I wonder, yes. Very good point, Jack's mama. Very good point. Oleg, hope they tested her for the GSR. April, We have picked up more subscribers. Thank you all for the have subbed up. And if you haven't, please do so. Much appreciated. Well said, April. We are definitely growing, everybody. That guy from Arizona. It's that guy from Arizona. Welcome in.
Okay.
Common sense should have set off alarm bells. If random guy offers you money to something out of the ordinary, red flag, without a doubt. And you're talking about the guy that parked the car, right? Totally get it. Totally get it. Well said. Thank you for being here. That guy from Arizona.
That guy.
That guy from Arizona.
You know that guy?
Not
I
this
know that
guy.
guy. That guy is that guy from Arizona.
That's what I'm saying.
Love it. Love it. Can't make this stuff up. Please don't forget to click like that guy from Arizona. Click that like, subscribe for free, my friend. Thank you for being here and for the comment. April, hello, that guy from Arizona. That guy from Arizona. Hi, April. Sam, the guy who dumped the car is probably a homeless guy. The cops may ask him for statements. He will say, given money to park car, doubt he will be. Yeah, I think I could see him not being charged, but I also could see him being charged with something, an accessory to hiding evidence or, something to that effect, but I don't think it's going to be anything near the others.
Now, let me ask you a question. So let's just say there's three guys. One guy is the driver. He's sitting out front. The other two guys go in, unalive, whoever, come out, get in the car, drive away, and off they go. And then later on, they catch all three guys. Does the driver of the car, can he be charged with? He can't be charged with murder because he didn't do it, but he can be charged as an accessory,
He's
right?
going to be charged with an accessory.
Just driving the car, right?
Yeah, because he's a part of it. So he's going to be charged with most likely an accessory to the crime, which means he's still going to he's going to do time in prison for sure.
Now, what happens in this scenario if he wasn't the driver at the scene, like our guy here, let's just use him for an instance, because we don't know.
Right.
So say he wasn't the driver of the car at the scene. They met him, at the local bar.
Right.
And gave him the vehicle to go park over there. Does he still get charged with accessory to?
I don't think he gets charged with accessory, but maybe tampering with evidence.
Okay. I'm just trying to look at it from that guy's point.
Sure.
If just for sake, but remember something. We found him on Facebook.
Right.
Remember? And from what is on Facebook, to me, he doesn't look homeless anymore. He may dress like it.
Yeah, all those jewels.
Yeah. But I was just curious because if it was just a hey Sean, can you just drive this car and park it in this lot? My brother's gonna come pick it up and bring it over to the shop later. He doesn't know anything.
Right, true. And that's the thing. They'll look
and then you get stuck.
Yeah. That they'll look at that as well as they will look at what did he know and when did he know it.
Right.
If you knew they were doing this and your job was to take the car, you are an accessory.
Right.
If you just took the car because someone offered you a couple $100 to drop the car off, hey, you didn't know anything of what was going on, you'll probably get charged. You may not get charged with nothing, but if anything, it's probably going to be something like tampering with evidence because
how do you prove that though? If nobody's singing, how the hell do you prove that you weren't involved?
Well, the only thing you can really do, and it really comes like, how they always say, guilty by association.
Yeah.
It's that factor that comes in because in the conversation of they're going to find out what happened. Look, we're going to know exactly what happened. Why? Because you're already seeing for a better lack of words, you're already seeing the guy that was just arrested, right, as a suspect. You're already seeing him give his narrative as to why, what happened, or not necessarily him, but but the brother and the sister, you're seeing them already talk about the narrative. Why did he do this? Because of this. That's his baby. That's his this. That's it. You already see what route they're going. Okay. That's the route they're going to be playing more than likely until they have an attorney that tells them just to be quiet. But that's going to be the route. And why that's important is because that is going to be the basis of probably their defense. Look, I was good to go. I was fine. I was doing great. And then all of a sudden, this whatever, and this whatever, they got me hooked back on narcotics when I was in jail. And next thing you know, I'm doing prison time and blah, 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 blah. And you follow me? It's that sympathy narrative. It's like you still did what you did, but yeah, I could see how somebody got you hooked up. Unfortunately, no one like forced it down your mouth or forced you to take these drugs.
Get you.
Yeah, you made that choice.
That was yourself. You made the choice to take it. But when you dangle it in front of a recovering addict face, hey, I got whatever you want. You know what I mean? Here, which one do you want? Blah 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 blah. That's that's
if
not.
If they tell him, you're looking at hypothetically 5 to 10 years. So if you talk to us and tell us everything you know, we can help you to talk to the prosecutor and see if we can reduce that, and we'll reduce it. But we need to know everything. He may sing like a bird because he's like, I ain't doing no 5 to 10 years. I didn't do nothing. This is what happened. This guy came to me, and he sticks to that. And if nobody else, when they interview the other suspects, if nobody else says anything about this guy, they're going to just say this was a one-off. He just happened to be walking by, and they paid him to take this car. You know what I'm saying? Right. So, and that's how they'll figure it out. It won't be anything per se. I mean, it'll have something to do with what he says, but it mostly also will have what the others say. Because if the others say, oh, no, he knew about this. He was with us in it all the way. He was a part of this. And let's just say the guy wasn't. He's screwed. He's screwed, without a doubt. Absolutely. Thank you, Buttercups, for supporting the channel, my friend. Thank you for always supporting the channel. Hi, that guy from Arizona. I'm back. That guy from Arizona. Hello, everyone. Oleg, according to the 911 call, he was there also seen on the Ring camera leaving the house, getting into the car. Okay, there you go. There you go. So did you hear that, Chris? Anybody? Chris, Doug?
What happened?
So Oleg said that the guy that we were talking about that drove the car to that spot, Oleg said, according to the 911 call, he was there also seen on the Ring camera leaving the house. So he's not going to be able to claim he was somebody just paid him just to drop the car off.
Right.
I guess is what Oleg is saying, which is huge, because then he is an accessory if in fact he was there.
Yeah. I mean, but if he cooperates and gets clean for a day, there is ways for him to lessen whatever.
Oh, absolutely.
Possibly not even see any jail time if he testifies against them, and there's ways to get deals cut.
Oh, absolutely. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. I mean, he can go from being an accessory, 10 to 15 to be, give out everything and get maybe 2 to 5, something like that, or even less than that. Just depends really how good the information is. Sorry, We'll be back a bit. You got it, Gene. April. Okay, Gene. Good thoughts. Jack's mama. That guy from Arizona. That's the common sense part. Just say no. Without a doubt. That is so well said. That guy from Arizona. Perfectly stated. April, Oleg, the driver. Oleg, don't think she got into the back. Don't think she got into the back. April, okay. That guy from Arizona. Have you covered the rumor about Carola and his girlfriend hanging out narcotics in the jail? Yeah, we talked about that. We don't know if it's actually true or not, but we definitely did cover that. And I don't know if it's the same people that we covered, but we did cover about the narcotics being distributed, sold, or whatnot in the jail. Thanks for that information, my friend. Appreciate you. Ole, they described him as a 911 call as a gray over green and description the victim gave. Thank you, Ole. Appreciate that. Thank you again, Buttercups. Always supporting the channel, my friend. Blue Eyes, Sweet Buttercups on patrol. Sam, as a defense. Yes, I can see that. Carol, thank you, Buttercup. Just made April 55. Just made April 55. I'm late. What did his sister claim? There you go, Doug. Just made April 55. Wants to know, what did the sister claim?
The sister said that her brother was in a relationship with the victim's wife, well, who was also a victim, but the wife, and that the child was possibly his, meaning Alex's, and that both Carlos and the wife were, in fact, bringing drugs into the jail, which led to Alex relapsing, which caused this chain of events to happen.
There it is. Well said. Well said. Just made April 55. So, yeah, that's where we're at with that. Thank you for being here. Click that like when you come in, everybody. Click that like, double tap, get the thumbs up, share the stream so we can get those algorithms going, everybody. Thank you for that question. Just made April 55. Pam, hey, just made. Pam, April. There you go, everybody. There is a wish list and everything out there now. Just making sure you all know we are up and running on that end. Carol, hello, Robert. The streamers should have muted their stream when the rumor was said. I don't know if I mean, I don't think really, Robert, that I mean, I'm not sure that's really a big deal, honestly. And the only reason I say that is because everybody who's talking about it should be and better be talking about it as in it's just what she said. You know what I mean? Not that it's factual, because we don't know if it's factual. That investigation will eventually get done to prove yay or nay, you know, because that's a pretty specific thing, right? So you can prove that one way or the other. So I don't know if that's really a big issue, but I mean, I see your point, but I don't think it's going to make any difference at the end of the day, in my opinion. But good question, good comment. Carol, hello, Carol. Carol Burton, April, hello. Just made me April and Robert. April, hey, Robert. Hi, April, Carol, Robert. They don't have time, in my opinion. It's very well true, Carol. Well said. Pam, hey, Robert, Jody, woo. Just don't understand if they were bringing narcotics to the jail, why the hit? Well, it appears, and Doug, correct me if I'm wrong, but it appears that the reason could be a lot more than what we even know yet. You know, we don't know if this relationship even existed, but if it did exist between Alex and the fiance, if there was a relationship, then we don't know if that's true or not, but maybe they want him out of the picture. You know, maybe she didn't want to really be with him. Why she just didn't leave? She wasn't married. It would have been just so simple to leave. If in fact these dynamics are all pointing to that direction, we just don't know that. But why make the hit? He's on narcotics, drugs. He's angry. He, according to his sister, that was his baby. He was the baby daddy, and maybe they fell for one another, and he didn't like her saying no. I'm going to stick with him. There's so many possible things out there that could have went wrong that made him lose his mind to do what he did. I'm just saying. And then again, maybe that wasn't the intention when he got there. Maybe it was supposed to be just roughing him up, but then it took off and got worse. And next thing you know, someone ended up losing their life. We just don't know those things yet. It's a good question, though. Very good question. Norma, hello, Robert. Just made April. Oh, my Lanta. I knew it. I haven't heard "Oh My Lanta" in a long time. That is awesome. Norma, good morning, Jody. That guy from Arizona, who runs the jail? Well, everything in the jail is run by Nanos. He is the sheriff. So he may not like directly have his finger on it, but he runs everything. He's the guy. Everything stops with him, without a doubt. Chris Nanos, he is the sheriff, Pima County. Norma, Jody, my thoughts exactly. KB relapse seems to be the excuse of the day. That's what it's looking like, in my opinion. That's what they're going to be trying to possibly use, in my opinion. Blue Eye, she knew he was live. Yeah, and that's why she wanted to get that narrative out. I agree. Wholeheartedly, Blue Eyes. Sam, possible the guy unallied was not crooked cop, and Gina testified against Nanos, the baby mama, and other crooked guards and cops did speak with the DOJ. They may have unallied him to silence a witness. Very possible, Sam. I mean, the way the turn of events have happened and have taken play tells you there's a lot more to the story, without a doubt. Without a doubt, there's a lot more to the story. Respect. I heard on the 911 call there were only 2 people visible in the car. Maybe the third guy just moved the vehicle after. Still sketchy. He moved a car, though. Well said, Respect. And good to have you. Glad you're here. Yes, that's a very good point. Very, very good point. Thank you for that comment. Norma, Sam, anything is possible. Well said. No doubt, Norma. Hello, Respect. April, hello, Respect. Just made April 55 jealous. Very much could have been jealousy. Respect. Hey, Norma. Just made April, in my opinion, in my humble opinion. KB, which led to a longer sentence. It's very true. Very possible. Jack's mama, I wonder if she was the one dealing the narcotics and Carlos found out and was going to rat her. Yeah, I mean, that's a possibility. That's a possibility. Although they had, 2 kids together and maybe one on the way if he wasn't the baby's mama, daddy, whatever you want to call it. I mean, it's possible. That's a very good point, Jack's mama. 218, Cricket Police Department, Sheriff's Department, Arizona has problems, but the majority of the people support this. Yeah, I don't understand that either, 218. I don't get it. I mean, you would think they would expect more from their leaders, but yeah, that's a very good point. That guy from Arizona, drugs make people do crazy things, without a doubt. Without a doubt. Well said. The guy from Arizona, drugs make people, without a doubt. Remy, good one. Jack's mama. Just made April 55. Jack's mama makes sense, but who knows? That's the key. We just don't have the for sure on any of these stories. You know, they're not able to be validated or corroborated at this point in time. They will be eventually, just not right now. So this is just thoughts and opinions and ideas and suggestions and theories, you know. Melissa Curry, welcome in. I believe that what she said, look at all the people who have passed away in that jail. No doubt, there's several. That could explain. That's a very good point, Melissa. I didn't even think about that. But that could explain a lot of these unaliving through natural causes or just happen to happen. And they say, yeah, he just passed away, you know. Very true. I did not think about that. Good point. Norma, Jack, at this point, anything is possible. Gene, hello, everyone, again. April, welcome back, Gene. Norma, good morning, Gene. That guy from Arizona, not a good look for Nanos. Not at all. Not at all, without a doubt. Norma, Arizona, well said. Definitely not looking good for Pima County. Without a doubt, just made April. Brown Pyramid. The eyes look similar at one of them. It does. It really does. And thank you, Brown Pyramid, for being here. Please click that like, subscribe for free if you don't mind. I appreciate that. To all the channels. Thank you. Respect says, is anyone streaming his court appearance this morning? I think maybe 857 would be out there, and there probably going to be a couple others out there. I don't know when exactly they're going to even get around to that. I'm sure it's going to be sometime today. I just don't know when. If somebody can find out, that'd be great. Pam, hey, respect. April, hello. Brown, welcome in. Respect. Hi, Pam. Good morning, Brown. Brown, hey, April. Thanks, Sam. A lot of people in Pima County live well above their means and income level. You don't get a $2,000, a $200,000 car, multiple $1 million house working at McDonald's. That's for sure. It's always a red flag, no doubt about it. Well said, Sam. Carol, hello, respect. Brown Pyramid, hello, Norma, respect. Hi, Carol. April. If new to DD, please hit the like and subscribe. It's free, and we appreciate you all joining us. Many hearts. Thank you so much, April. Well said. Just made April 55. This chat is always so welcoming. Thank you. Not many are. Well, I'm glad you feel that way. Just made April 55. We try to include everybody and have everybody's opinion be heard without a doubt. Thank you for being here. That guy from Arizona, can the Fed step in and investigate the overall jail conditions? That's an interesting, if there's a major, could the Attorney General and whatnot, that's interesting. Very possible, because that's a very good question. I'd have to look at that to give you an honest answer. I'm not really sure. I'm going to say yes. They can go higher than the sheriffs. I will say yes, but I'd have to look at that again. That guy from Arizona, good question. Can the Fed step in and investigate the overall jail conditions? If there's wrongfully unalivings, yeah, I think they can. I just don't. I have to find out later, and I'll get back with you on that one. That's a very good question. Just made. Thank you for the kind words, KB. 9 a.m. Thank you, KB. It's 9 a.m. 3 hours different, so it would be at 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock Eastern time. Thank you so much, KB, for that in 40 minutes. Thank you so much for that info. Just made April, just speaking the truth. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Thank you, Kay. Eva Velasquez. Good morning, everyone. Welcome in, Eva. Good to have you. Please click that like. If you don't mind, subscribe for free. It doesn't cost you anything. Just let you know when we're coming in. Welcome in. Good to have you. Carol Burton. Hello, Eva. That guy from Arizona. If federal money is used for the jail, it makes sense they could. Right. There's a lot of little factors that could, a lot of little caveats that could actually make that in play without a doubt. Well said. Sam, morning, Eva, April, hello, Eva. Pam, hey, Eva, just made April 55. Is the jail state or privately owned? I think it's state. I think it's state, Tucson owned. I don't think it's private. That's a good question too, but I think it is owned. It is owned by the state. It is not private to my knowledge. Carol. Interesting. I don't know. Maybe Chris took a nap, everybody. Chris, you take a nap?
I'm here still.
Doug's here. How about Chris? You take a nap? I think Chris might have dozed off in his chair. Oh no! Look at him.
No, I'm working on something. I'm actually, I didn't remember how to do it, but my channel's going up live right now. I'm going live for the first time in a few.
Oh,
but,
okay.
There's a
Month and a
situation
half?
going. Huh?
Probably a month and a half or so. Or no, we did one live not that long ago.
Yeah, a couple of days ago. But no, there's a situation in Colorado. There's been 2 Colorado state troopers shot, and there's a guy on the run, and there's a large manhunt underway right now in Colorado.
Good deal.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stream it.
Sounds good, brother.
So yeah,
Rita,
I remembered how to do it.
there you go.
Oh, look. That's my tune right there. I haven't heard that for a while.
Well, good luck, my friend.
For sure.
Rita, morning all. Just made April. April Carol. Yay, Chris. Just made April 55. Morning, Rita. Good to have you, Rita. There's a documentary on YouTube about multi-billion-dollar sober living industry in Arizona. Think about kickbacks if police and county guards are keeping people high. Interesting. Did not know that. I may have to check that out, Sam. Thank you. Respect. Chris is secretly making all of us breakfast.
Dream on, dream on, dream a little dream.
Remy, Buttercups. Wake up, Chris. ABD Doug.
Wish I was sleeping.
The ghosts are going to get you, says Buttercups. Rita, thank you. Just made April. YouTube, there's Chris's channel. Subscribe, please, everybody. Just Chris. Let's talk with Chris and analyze Doug. Sam, I see the Mel. That's the guy that Chris talks about. Has a live there in SWAT standoff in Phoenix. Not sure what that's all about. Chris was watching that earlier.
It's over.
It's over. Okay, it's over.
The guy came out. Well, they went and
came
got him.
out. Done. No, all gone. All gone.
Well done. Now we're on to a manhunt in Colorado.
Sam, we just had an arrest and a charge with fraud, says Just Made April. Hello, Rita. Respect. Laughing out loud, Rita. Hi, April. Just made subbed up Chris. Just subbed up Chris.
Beautiful. Thank you.
April. YouTube. There's Analyze Doug's channel as well.
Oh, I don't know how to do. Oop, they're taking off.
Coffee almost done, says Sam. Yeah, I just had another cup and I can't do no more.
Do no more what?
Just made April. Subbed up to Doug. Thank you so much, Just made April. Thank you for subbing to Doug.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Buttercups, I'm back for a few. Carol. Awesome. So yeah, that's what we're at there. So we'll go to the court. It's supposed to be in 40 minutes. We will pick that up over there. I drink coffee all day long.
Oh, it's going to be televised? I thought 857 said it wasn't going to be because it was.
Yeah, that's what I thought I heard.
KB said, let me see here. KB said at 9 a.m., which would be in 40 minutes.
Okay, cool.
So, and I think it's just a preliminary.
Gotcha.
Know.
Yeah.
Carol, I have here, I can't double duty. Melissa Curry, I don't. When streamers have intro music, annoying. Bullhorn Betty is the worst. Instant headache, says Melissa Curry.
Say what?
You know what she said.
You don't come to my channel then because I have music.
Victoria Burgess, good morning, Devil Dog and Chris. Good to have you, Victoria. Welcome in. Click that like for me, friend. Appreciate you. Carol Burton, okay. Laughing out loud, April. April Victoria, hello. KB, I don't know if it's televised. That's when the initial hearing are held. So she doesn't know. KB said she doesn't know if it's televised, but that's when they're supposed to have that. KB 857 usually covers it every day. Yeah, I mean, I just figure we'll go on.
They're all rolling out. They must have found his ass.
We'll go out on his channel and try to figure out how all that plays out. It would be interesting to see. Interesting to see him in person. Having to see what he, what they say and what his demeanor is there.
His demeanor.
His demeanor.
Damn, it's going to be
Victoria.
nothing. That's the problem. It's going to be nothing. He's just going to be.
I don't know. Would he try to be Mr. Nice Guy? Sweet Caroline. Hi, DD, Chris, and Chad. Good to have you, Sweet Caroline. Click that and like. Do me that favor, please. Double tap. Send the thumbs up. April, Chris' music is cool, though. I like Chris's music. Chris has done some really good things for
Thank you very much.
Whoa.
Sweet, says Jim. So, yeah, here in 29 minutes, we will see if they're going to play anything over there. I don't know why they wouldn't, though. Why wouldn't they? What was the reason that 857 or anybody said that they wouldn't have that hearing?
Said because it was a non-bond hearing, that it wouldn't be televised.
Well, they televised what's his face the other day, didn't they?
Well, I was gonna say, and they also said on a couple other ones that I watched, they said so and so. It says here there should be no bond for release. Blah 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 blah. I'm gonna assign you such and such attorney, and then that was it. And then okay, you're done. So yeah, I don't that. I think, I'm going to check. We'll check it out just to see. Jim Survival, Chris is good. Know. Yeah, I'm not really sure either, to be honest. Jim, Chris, good. That's for sure. Sweet Caroline, hi, Pam, Sam. Music not cook for Chris when piano starts to play and he is only one in the room. Says Sam. Sam, cool, not cook. Respect. Oh, he will still be seen even if no bond, right? That's what I'm thinking. April, Sam, LOL, respect. It's the protocol. Interesting. Well, the idea, literally the idea that all these things came out, my God, it's mind-boggling. It really is mind-boggling. I can see that that's what they're trying to do is go down that road, though. I do believe that. Respect says it's their protocol. Gene, Tucson court hearing is encrypted. Pima County is not. The guy from Arizona, if he is the only one in the room, how do you know he is playing music? Interesting. That guy laughing out loud. Interesting. Let's see if I can pull up what's his name, the court. Let's see. There's the dispatch. Does he even have the court running, or does it start at a certain time, everybody?
I'm not sure. I think it starts at the time that what's her name said. Katie said in the chat. At 10,
Okay.
10 or whatever.
Okay, got you.
I don't really watch the court, so I'm not really
Yeah,
sure.
I don't either, honestly. Every now and then I'll go on there just to see like stuff like this, but yeah. April, that guy Ghost. Sam, Chris, not playing the piano, laughing aloud. It's the Ghost. Sweet Carolina, 10 maybe. Yeah, it's gonna be it's gonna be somewhere in there. I think her KB said 9 Eastern or 9 o'clock Tucson time, which would make it 12 o'clock here. April said, I think 12 Tucson time was said. Okay. Yeah. It'll be interesting to hear, though, just to see his demeanor.
So that's
Holy,
when
Holly.
he's on the docket, or is that when it starts? That's when he's supposed to be on the docket.
Yeah,
so.
I don't know. I don't know when he's on the docket. I think that's just when it starts. So it could be any time during that time.
Yeah.
You know, KB, do you know if that's the docket time or is that just KB? Is that the docket time or is that just KB said last thing they said is you'll have to get up early to see it on the panelists all chimed in. Thank you. That probably means it's going to be right at the beginning, more than likely.
All right. Cool.
Awesome. Sam, got to do a wiggle board night and find out what's up with the ghost bothering Chris. Holly Susan says, Nick ARPG has court up. Thank you, Holly. Appreciate that. Sam, hi, Holly. Good to see you. Hello, Holly. Welcome in, Holly. Click that like for me if you can. Jim, hello, Holly. Let me see here. Let's see. RPG. Let's look for RPG. Nick RPG, right? Nick.
Yep. Nick RPG.
RPG. Let's see if this comes up. No, wrong one. Nick RPG. Yeah, there it is. Nick. All right, Nick RPG.
Court hearings. There it is. Copy. Yeah, I got it, dog.
Okay.
I'm gonna post it in chat right now.
Yep, got it. Jim should be his into song. Jim should be his intro song.
Yeah,
Says, okay.
This is Nick's. I don't think that's his actual channel, but it's the link to the hearing. But I mean, it'll bring you to his channel. So if anyone wants to subscribe to Nick Aldinger RPG, that link will get you there.
Yeah, let's see here. Yeah. I wish I understood how to get this up there.
Oh, when I post a link?
Yeah.
Yeah, crap, I forgot we always have a problem with that.
I always have a problem with that. I go to click it and it doesn't do anything. Nick RPG. Let me see here. Let's
actually,
well, hang on.
it's at Nick ARPG. So capital N, lowercase ICK.
I think he's on there now. I think I got it here.
Yeah.
So let's.
Yep.
Yep. So let's now go here. Let's bring it up. Back to stage. There you go.
There it is.
Awesome. We'll see a little bit of this. Make sure there's volume here.
No, we got the Clancy trial going on. Just
Is that
anything else
yours,
new? Anything else new and
listening?
anything else either? Have you heard any?
I didn't hear it. What happened? What'd you say, Doug?
I was just saying that the Lindsay Clancy trial is going on today too. The start of the closings, I
Oh,
believe.
yeah. It was the start of the closing?
I believe so. Yeah, today was.
Wow. That was another one we wanted to, had so much stuff written down for.
So much going on. That's all.
Yeah, without a doubt. April, click link into chat DD. Jim, court isn't started yet. Sam, Rita, down dish soap and water kills him, but it underlies him. But if there's outside, you have ticks. KB, whoop whoop. Rita, laughing out loud. Sam, whoop whoop. That wake you up, Chris? Whoop whoop. We can't hear you.
What?
No, you were muted.
Yeah, no, I know. I have the state trooper thing on live, so I don't want you guys to hear. I don't want it to break in, but I'm reading Nick's posts and stuff, but he doesn't think he'll be on camera or at the bond thing because it says to go to his hearing, which I highly doubt he will due to because of the nature of the case. I posted on my page his jail booking information if you want to see it. He more than likely said that he was suicidal or homicidal when he came into the jail, and that's why he's in medical observation at this time.
So that means they're watching him 24/7.
Yeah, so he probably won't be in front of the judge himself.
Interesting.
So they'll probably do the no bond thing, just him and whoever he has representing him. But, it is what it is. Even if he's on there, it's going to be quick.
Right.
He ain't getting a bond, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Blue Eye says KVOA said it won't be till the 1st. Interesting. Blue Eye says KVOA said it won't be till the 1st. Oh, they're going to let him sit there for a while. Eat green bologna. Buttercups, good luck, Chris. Sam, Pam, yep.
Good luck.
And Gambler, Quail, eat them too.
I'm double checking. What do I need good luck for?
They said.
What did I do? Or what haven't I done yet? Or what don't I know about?
Oh, maybe because you're going live or something. Good luck, Chris.
Oh. We're live.
Swift Caroline says, Blue Eyes, I have been up since midnight. Once it was over, it was time. It was the time I usually get up. That's crazy. Good dedication there, Sweet Caroline. No doubt about it.
There you go.
Sam, wouldn't the worst after a spray put down some jailbait packs in case you got them all. Yeah, Rita, they are loud. Sam, Gamble, laughing out loud. Not the Quail, going with Nanos to casino gambling, laughing out loud. Autocorrect. Blue Eyes, laughing out loud. I was up till 4 Central Time. I watched the Juice. Well, see, Chris, I told you could have watched the Juice.
The road, if you are in the way, make sure you get away. There's going to be a leaving code. Copy, staff 4, all units be advised. Med is transporting to Pike State Regional.
So we're just listening to the court, seeing what they're going to be seeing what they're going to talk about. If in fact we can go ahead and hear, see Alex for a better lack of words. Buttercups, Blue Eyes, you need a nap. Juice is like a lot of us runs 3 hours sleep and coffee.
We're going to be.
Yeah, I need coffee.
I got some.
What'd you say?
I got coffee. All day.
Yeah, I gotta go make one.
I can't go without it.
Maybe I should just get a hold of my half and have her see if she can get me one.
Here we go,
I knew it.
honey.
I was waiting for Chris to say
my
something.
back and my thumbs hurt.
I knew it. And see,
I
was
need a
watching
coffee.
Chris.
Can you make it
As
for
soon
me,
as I
honey?
said that, Chris was like, didn't even miss a beat. He continued my sentence.
Yeah. Yep. I know. Oh, my thumbs hurt, babe. Can you make
not
me a
even
cup
here.
of coffee?
She's not even here. She's not here.
I know. That's why you're not getting it, because you're gonna wait till she gets home after she lugs all the groceries in by herself.
Stop.
And then,
Oh, stop. I do a lot of things here, man.
I know you do. I just like picking on you.
I know you do.
I do a lot here too. That's because my wonderful wife works all day long dealing with kids, and then she has to come home and deal with me. So I take care of things.
You know what was funny? What was funny is yesterday I knew without a doubt that you were trying to keep us all there until you got off of work.
Not really, but it was fun.
Oh, yeah. Don't even go with not really.
Hey, I couldn't control what was going on.
But you were trying to find, you even asked Pretty Little Clues. Pretty Little Clues, are you going to go live?
Yeah.
I need to go somewhere.
Yeah, and she didn't even answer. Nope, nothing done. I have to thank Alex for this. Thanks, Alex.
Right?
But yeah, no.
You can send him a get well card.
Yeah, I know, right? Thanks for everything, pal.
Secret lie, they might not have it till afternoon. Righteous Monkey, Carol, excellent flavor. Respect. Oh, that's interesting, Blue Eyes. Victoria says, what happened? Carol, RM, I love it. Awesome. Yeah. What do we think?
Looks like they got the guy that shot the troopers.
Really?
I think. But I'm pretty sure. One of the troopers has minor injuries. The other one has some serious injuries. And it was a traffic stop.
Oh, wow. I'm telling you, they
The
say
worst.
those are the worst.
The two things that are the worst for officers, any officers, is traffic stops and domestic violence calls.
That is correct. 100%.
Because, as much as you can see in the car when you're walking up to the door, you're a target. I mean, there's just, within 1 second, it's out the door and bang, there you are. Or they wait till you get right up to it. And
that's exactly right.
I don't care what anybody says. I know it costs a lot of money, but Boston does it. I don't know whoever else does it around, but 2 cops to 1 car. You should always have a partner. I don't care. I don't care.
I agree. I like that theory.
I mean,
it just doesn't happen because they don't. These smaller agencies don't have the money. They don't have the money to do that.
Nope.
But
and that's why.
Like that.
Yeah, and that's why, because I know some people here in my city. When you get a call for, whatever, they send like 3 or 4 cars. And people are like, why do you got to have 4 cars at a traffic stop? Or, because when you're pulling over a car that has 5 people in it,
Yep.
You can't have two officers to a car. So send them all. Whatever. I mean, look, when you get a call here for like a possible house break-in ongoing,
right?
The whole goddamn city goes.
All right, so let me tell you a story.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Let me tell you a story.
Oh,
So, working as a chief, one of my officers, he's new. He just graduated. He's new, and going through town, there's this big old biker gang,
oh, geez.
biker club. Let me rephrase that. Going through, and they got the leader. They've got all the individuals in line. They've even got the what they call the sergeant at arms at the rear, and they're coming through this right here. I mean, this. I'm serious. There's like over 100 and some bikers in a row. So my officer decides to go ahead and stop him for speeding. Now he's new. Understand, he's new. He doesn't get it, but he decides he's going to stop them for speeding. So he hurry up and he stops the first bike in this club. And as he stops the first bike, everybody stops in a long line. So he's writing a ticket out for speeding. And I'm not there, so I don't see it. And so next thing you know, the sergeant at arms of the biker gang, if you know how they operate, they usually are like, the muscle, the control.
Mm-hmm.
He comes hauling butt to the front to where the guy's getting the ticket. And they're looking at him like, this is what he's telling me. They're looking at him like, are you out of your mind? They're not saying it, but that's the look. And he's just, he's like a country pumpkin. Okay. He's from the country. He doesn't really know. He doesn't really get into all the nuances, and he's new. So he goes ahead and he stops this big old bike crew, and he gives him a ticket and tells him, hey, you got to go to court on this date, blah, 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 blah. And they're just like, they signed it just like really half-assed, right? Like they were just annoyed as hell. So he leaves. So I come back to the office and he says to me, I come back to the office and I'm talking to some other officers and I said, hey, they said, did you hear what happened to so-and-so? And I said, no. And they said, hey, so-and-so. They call him to the office to tell me. He comes in there and he's like, yeah. And they're like, hey, tell Chief what happened. He says, yeah. He says, I stopped a group of people. And I said a group. And he goes, yeah. He goes, it's a big old motorcycle club that comes through here. I didn't know who they were. He said, it's just a bunch of motorcycles. I just thought it was a group like going somewhere. But they were speeding, so I gave him a ticket. And I said, oh, yeah. And he said, yeah. He said, they all had like leather jackets. And I said, oh, really? I said, well, what was their insignia? Did they have like a name? And he said, yeah. He said they called themselves like pigeons or pagans or something like that. I said, you just stopped the pagans? And he goes, yeah. And he was like, I said, do you know who they are, right? Not that would stop us from stopping anybody, but it was just the idea. I said, you know who they are, right? He goes, no, I don't. So of course, I had to get on the internet, show him who they are. And he was like, oh, God, I didn't know that. And I said, yeah, you got to be very careful because, there's many of them. And when you make a stop, you got to have your backup there because, something could go wrong. But this guy was so like, he turned white as can be, was like, oh, my God, I just stopped this gang. And it was a motorcycle club. There's a lot of pagans in our area, in that area that I worked in. A lot, and so it was not uncommon to see them come through, but it was uncommon to see somebody try to stop that whole line of hundreds of freaking bikers coming through. So it's pretty comical. Yeah, I just thought I'd share that. It was hilarious. We do see the pagans out there. We do have outlaws up in Michigan in that area. Cleveland has the HAs out there. Outlaws hate the HA. They're constantly in battle. Yeah. And here's a good one for you. The attorney out of Cleveland that represents the HA, he's since passed. He not only represented the HA, but he also represented the Outlaws and the Pagans. And that's a conflict of interest, right? So he would tell Sonny, back in the day, that was one of the leaders, he would tell him when he made him his attorney for the biker club out in that chapter, he would tell him that if you want me to, because Sonny didn't like the fact he did that, and he said, well, if you don't want me to go ahead and serve them as well, then you need to give me some more business. Well, you know what that meant, more business. So yeah, it's a crazy area, without a doubt. I just thought I'd show we had time to shoot the shit, so thought I'd give it to you.
That crashed into a gas station apparently.
Chris, you look like you're ready to fall asleep.
Oh, is that the cop's car or the suspect's car? Let's take this off the screen. Oh, it's a cop's car. Okay. And real quick, it's a crime scene. Yeah, that's what the cops were. I guess
I know there's 3 crime scenes now where the officers were shot. Whoa. Just in a dump truck crashed through the side of a Chevron in Barrow County, Bethlehem. Oh, Jesus. The whole dump truck went into the gas station.
Sherry Messina, welcome in. I'm an Ellie wife. He always says traffic, family violence can turn into a cluster. Oh, no doubt. Without a doubt, Sherry. No doubt about it. 100%. These teeny boppers shoot you over a dime bag. Sometimes got slapped the S out of them. Show them respect. They have no common sense, says Sam. Well said, Sam. Well said. Gotta love country bumpkins. He was a good kid. He ended up taking a job up in Arkansas, I believe. Yeah, he went to Arkansas, him and his family, and took a job up there. But good guy, really nice guy. Just laid back. Just felt he needed to stop somebody. Sam, all they do is get high, play shooter video games, and take the mentality to the streets, right? I see that, no doubt about it. Definitely. Well said. Jim, FinFan, welcome in. April, hello, FinFan. Good to see you. Buttercups, hey, Jim. Truth Warrior, Righteous Monkey. What's up, brother? Hope you're doing well. Good to have you, Truth Warrior. Sweet Caroline, FinFan, Jim, Truth Warrior. Good to see you. April, hello, Truth. Jim, Buttercup, Righteous, Truth Warrior. FinFan, wow, that's crazy. All enemy clubs. Yeah, because that normally doesn't happen where an attorney will represent all of them. But he told him, he said, you know what? You want me to just to serve you? I need more business. Well, you know what that meant. But yeah, they did not. Sonny did not like that, what he was doing there, because it was definitely a conflict of interest. FinFan, Sherry, thanks for your service. Carol, be right back. Got to run a sweeper real quick. Adulting stinks, laughing out loud. Buttercup says, okay, Carol, FinFan, hi, Jim. Jim, Carol, Truth Warrior, haste Jim. Heard Diamonds Full. Good morning, DD and chat. Good to have you. Heard Diamonds Full. Glad you're here. Do me a favor, everybody, click that like for me. If you want to subscribe for free. Doesn't cost you anything. Catalina.
Foothill?
Katina Riddle, welcome in. I think they are responsible for Nancy's kidnapping. Look at the tattoo. Yeah, I mean, we covered that the other day, and well, we didn't cover it. We just talked about it the other day. Yeah, I mean, it's a possibility. It is a possibility. I don't think that it's something that I subscribe to, but it is a good possibility. It's a good theory, no doubt about it. You know, there is a lot of similarities, if you will, in a lot of things that coincide with each case. But yeah, I don't know if anybody really matches the guy that was just arrested, Alex. I don't think anybody really sized up as Alex in the porch guy or anybody else that might have been there. We only know of the porch guy, so that's a good point. Very good point. Good to have you, Fin Fan, Carol. That's why I have Rumba. JKL stream off 8x7. He has court up too. Alrighty. Okay.
Oh, yeah. So nothing new in any of the other cases, huh? Have you heard anything, or
No,
we've all been wrapped up in this for the past couple of days. I haven't really had a chance to even look.
I haven't seen anything yet.
Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to be represented by an attorney, and it is ordered upon the legal defender's
court?
office to represent you. And we are going to determine
Oh, yeah.
the conditions
Here we
of
go.
release today.
There we go, everybody.
I have reviewed the interim complaint. I have also reviewed information provided about you by pretrial services. And I have reviewed the state's recommendation. They are asking that you be held without bond at this time. Finally, I have reviewed information that lets me know that there is a probation hold. So regardless of what I ordered today, you would not be released from custody until that was resolved. Would the state like to be heard further?
No, Your Honor, nothing further.
And defense?
Judge, we ask that you consider imposing some sort of bond today. He does have that probation hold that you mentioned. And I believe that the court has to determine dangerousness is appropriate. While I understand those charges, if they reasonably assure the safety of the community, will be met with a probation.
That's
hold.
him, you know.
Yeah. He doesn't look like him either.
No, he shaved.
He looks small too, though.
Yeah, he shaved.
Is that the first guy or the one they just arrested?
No, that's Alex.
Wow, he doesn't look that big at all. Does he?
No, he changed. He shaved.
He looks skinny.
Yeah.
I don't see no 317 pounds there.
No, but remember, we haven't seen him anytime in the last however long. Those are just older pictures.
Right.
At this time, I will order that you are held without bond, Mr. Barnett. I am going to set a hearing on August 31st at 1:30. That is a bond eligibility hearing. At that time, the state will either ask the court to continue holding you without bond, or they will argue for a bond amount, and the court will decide. I also need to set your preliminary hearing, and I'm going to schedule that for September 1st at 1:30. If you fail to appear for any future court dates, a warrant can issue for your arrest. Do you understand that, Mr. Barnett?
Yep.
All right. That's all for today.
Yep. Poor guy. What are you going to do?
Wow.
He was the first one. He was the first person.
Interesting.
It's crazy. Yep.
Fin, laughing out loud, Holly, I'll be back. Sweet Carolina, Truth Warrior, Hers Diamonds. Hey, love, good to see you. Pam, hey, Truth.
That doesn't look like the dude that was on the motorcycle.
It doesn't. Guys, Chad, does it look like, did that look like the 317-pound, 6'3" guy that they were talking about? Because it didn't look like he was 6'3", and it sure as hell didn't look like he weighed.
Please state your name.
Jesus.
Laura Michelle Rios.
Ms. Rios, this is your initial appearance. You are here this morning on charges of criminal damage. That is a felony offense. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to be represented by an attorney, and it is ordered appointing the public defender's office to represent you. I am going to determine your conditions of release this morning, and I have reviewed the interim complaint. I have also reviewed information provided about you by pretrial services, and I have reviewed the state's recommendation. You're asking that you be held on a bond of $5,000. Would the state like to be heard further?
Nothing to add to that, Your Honor.
And defense.
Judge, given the hold, we're okay with some sort of bond, but I don't think it needs to be as high as $5,000, so we're asking no more than $500,000.
Is she holding her ear on her head or something?
On the bond of $2,500. You are released. You'll be released to the supervision.
Oh no, she's doing something with her ear in her hand.
What'd she say? 2,500?
No alcohol or illegal drugs, no firearms or weapons, and your preliminary hearing is scheduled for September 4th at 1:30 in the afternoon.
What was the hearing for
And you will instead
Barnett? What day?
So it's very important that if you are released,
31st for the bond thing again, and then the 1st, September 1st for the hearing, preliminary
All right,
hearing.
that's all for today.
Thank you.
Judge,
Appreciate
you see
that.
public defender?
Yes.
So same day as Kalila.
Yeah.
Again.
Yep.
How odd.
Well, unalive two birds with one stone, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Heard Diamond is having a big coffee.
I know I still haven't got the coffee yet.
Sam, yes.
So they did catch the guy
Yep.
that shot the two troopers, and the guy himself was pew-pewed in the chest.
Oh, wow.
But he's at the hospital. It seems, I mean, I don't know, but it seems like he might make it through.
Right.
So
Well, that's a good thing. No doubt about it.
yeah, and that didn't take but no time.
Truth Boyer. Hey, girl, yes, jumped in Wayne's first and then came here, laughing out. Good to see you, love. Never have guessed that was him. Wow. Yeah, I thought he was so much bigger. Like, geez,
Yeah, he doesn't even look
God.
like himself. You know, maybe that's what was.
Maybe he does look like he could be the size of the first guy.
Oh, here we go. Don't start.
I'm just saying because
No, I
he
know.
looked like 6'3" and 317 to 327, and now he looks like he's about a $180. I mean, dude, that's not, that guy was different.
The question is, we don't know when he shaved. You know, it was probably after, if he was, you know what I mean, to make himself not look as noticeable.
Yeah, I'm with April. I would have never guessed that was him. Without a doubt. So his circuit is on the same as Guy 2 and also Kalela. Yep. Well said. Poor guy. My butt, Chris.
No,
Says
not
Phil.
not poor guy, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, Chris was just having a little sympathy for him.
Remember, innocent till proven guilty.
That is true.
We don't know who did the shooting.
That is true.
It may not have been him. Highly doubt it, but I mean,
Yeah, no, that's
Pretty
true. We
sure
don't know.
but
Hey, B,
innocent
how
till proven guilty.
old is that photo he saw? No, that was him.
No. Like the photo that they. But remember, it was him at the grocery at the convenience store
Mm-hmm.
walking in. So he shaved after the pew pew.
Yeah. Yep. Good point.
So
So
Yeah.
that definitely happened. After. Yep.
Yeah, because he's like, let me get rid of this because that's a standout. That style that he had.
Yep. He looked like, that's why we said he looked kind of Middle Eastern.
Yeah.
But the other thing too, though, is that he just looks so much thinner.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. A to Z says, I love the judge. Have spoke to her personally, not for court. She's fair and she's no nonsense. Awesome, AZ. Awesome. She doesn't seem like she puts up with any garbage, that's for sure. No, it doesn't, says Jim. Marianne, no. Rita, did he get bond? No bond.
He ain't getting bond.
He ain't getting out. Not for that charge. No way.
He's not even going to get a bond at all, I don't think.
He probably won't ever get released other than to go to trial or to court or however they decide to fight this. He won't. Heard Diamond said he definitely didn't weigh 300 pounds. That's what I'm saying. Without a doubt, Heard. That's for sure. He looked like he weighed about 180, 200. He definitely fits that profile of the, as far as the body size of the porch guy. I don't know about everything else, but definitely I can see now why, they would say he looked, not so much look, but had the same shape, body style. Because I'm telling you what, I would have never guessed that was him.
This Ashley Banfield has a thing. Ohio House of Horrors. Sex abuse probe uncovers 16 children, obviously, and 106 charges.
Well, they keep adding them.
That's a lot of charges.
Well, you got 4 plus 2 more, so you got 6 now that they're adding all those charges together, right? So you got the 4 and then the 2 other guys.
There's going to be more.
And there's going to be a lot more, no doubt, when they all come forward.
Yeah, and then whatever charges, they have, it's, for each individual child. You know what I mean? So if it's 3 charges for this one, and they're all getting 3, you know what I mean? So
yeah, exactly. No bond, says Brooke.
No.
Jim, Marianne, Jim, Rita, no.
Can you imagine if the judge was like, "All right, yeah, we're gonna give you a bond of 10,000"?
Yeah, and then he goes, "Oh, really? No,
the city would have went berserk."
Yeah.
Oh my God. There's no way.
Heard, hi, Marianne, Rita, thank you all, missed it. April, hello, Marianne, AZ, yep, she was holding the ear on.
I know, right? I don't know. Like she had an earpiece in her ear and she was holding it in so it didn't fall out. Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. All right, say something, Whatever.
That's an KB says that's an unrecated guy. Unrecated guy.
I went to public schools. Can you say that so I can understand what the hell that word means?
I don't know what that word is. Unrecated guy. I'm thinking that's a misspell. Maybe unregretted guy. But anyway, no worries, KB. We'll figure it out. Jim, August 31st, Oleg Decoy, KB, both Perps and Kalela. Sherry, he even looked different in the store. He did. I mean, I know that Chris was saying he shaved his beard, but man, he just looked bigger in the tape. Yeah. Is that actually the same guy? Yeah.
Yes.
I'm going to say it is.
They ain't lying. No way.
Her Diamonds Full said, Chris, you need coffee. You sound tired and not perky as usual.
No. I'm like one eye closed, one eye open. I'm dying. I didn't get home until what time? I don't know, like 2:15.
April Rabbit Hole, was that him? KB, yep. Buttercups, drugs do that to you. Right, no doubt. KB.
Well,
That is true, but it's the video.
Yeah. KB said probably lost 100 pounds. Yeah. No doubt about it.
Probably lost 50 pounds in the last day and a half.
You can't lose 100 pounds in 3 days. That showed us where in real time the store on him on bike drive away. Sure didn't look the same. No, it didn't. That's all I can say. Sherry Messina puts, he doesn't look 6'3", 310. I agree with the 110%, without a doubt. KB, the still mugshot with orange beard and white shirt, maybe years ago. Gene, when he stood up, 6'3". Buttercup says, are you all going to watch the Micah Miller movie that came out today on Netflix? I probably will. I have followed that case for 2 years. Micah Miller. I'll definitely watch it today. Absolutely. Herds Diamonds Full says, I love Ashley Banfield. Remember when she first started, I used to follow her when she first started. I liked her style and everything. Then she left and then went into her own little like personal thing as far as independent type deal. And yeah, there was a lot of turns everywhere. But yeah, she was good. I really did enjoy her coverage. Gene, he looked 6'3". He didn't look no 6'3" to me. Her Diamonds Full. Thank you for the reminder, Buttercups. April, his hair color was different. Lost 200 pounds. I want his diet. Without a doubt, April. I'm with you. Hey, bud, how did you lose that 200 pounds in 3 days? It's got to be a new shot they give you. Buttercup says, you welcome Her Diamonds. I need that diet too. I'm telling you. April agree he must had weight loss surgery in 3 days. April unrelated. LOL. Butter. Oops. Sorry. Gene, the Clancy trial I am very invested in. We'll probably cover that at 5. Hers Diamond. I went on a keto and I also 165 pounds in a year. There's no way he lost 100 pounds in a few days, right? Right? I totally agree with that. AZ, can I ask, is Nancy Guthrie, ICAC, and Celebrate were both AT&T home? It can take weeks to get process results on ICAC and up to months for Celebrate. How do we clear everyone seriously? The only way you can is just, process of elimination, taking them out as you find evidence that literally doesn't put them, for a better lack of words, in Nancy's harm way, I mean, there's not a whole lot other than, it's a difficult task. Truth Warrior, Buttercups, I was involved with that case. I also lived near her sister a mile down the road. I arranged a protest that was done by the Robeson Company Sheriff's Department for Micah. Interesting. That's very interesting. Buttercup Show, yes, absolutely going to watch it. I thought it was out until tomorrow. Gene, I already saw it on 857 Court Channel. Buttercups, oh wow. Truth Warrior, my cousin was with you. Gene was one of the first. Buttercups, oh, I thought today was Wednesday. And we're all tired, no doubt. Truth Warrior, Buttercups, who is cousin? You don't have to say if you don't want to put it out in public. I understand. Thank you. April, 2 more likes. We hit 100. Come on, everybody. Give me 2 likes. We need 2 likes to hit that 100 likes. Let's make it happen, everybody. If you are new here, please hit that like button. Vicious Breaks owner. So clear this up for me. The fiance was related to one of the arrested suspects or carrying their baby. Yeah, she was carrying, supposedly, she's carrying the baby of Alex. Let's just say, for a better lack of words, that's what's been said. It hasn't been verified, but that is what they have said, Vicious, that she is carrying the baby, that she's pregnant right now, carrying the baby of Alex. Yeah, supposedly. That's just what everybody has been saying. That's what the sister of Alex had stated to 857 last night when they arrested him. Her diamonds full. Truth. That's so interesting. April, welcome in. Vicious. Truth Warrior Head. Her diamonds full. Yes, she didn't do this to herself. Not at all. Hers Diamonds 101. Yay. Thank you. Appreciate that. Awesome. Hers Diamond. Appreciate that. Truth Warrior. Just hit the like button, everybody. Hers Diamond. Truth. Wow.
right.
I'm definitely watching tonight. Oh, absolutely.
What-
Absolutely. We are going to cover, we'll cover Doug and Chris. We'll cover the Clancy.
Oh God.
Yeah,
Yeah, I got some catching up to do.
Yeah, because I mean, unless there's going to be news on this one here as you know, the progression of time goes on, but I don't think there's really going to be. I mean, there may be some breaking pieces here and there, but I don't think it's going to be anything massive until
Doubt it.
a week or two, where you'll start hearing people talk and what they're finding out. But even then, we may not even get any information.
Nope. 102 likes.
Yes, we did it. Good job, everybody. Thank you so much.
I was 102.
Well, that's good. I appreciate that.
I figured, I might as well like your live.
So yeah, that's going to be good. We'll talk about the Clancy case at 5 today.
I know, that's awesome. I can't wait till tonight, because tonight I'm usually only there till midnight, so it'll be an early night for us.
Oh, golly. Really, Chris? You just had to go there? Damn it, man.
Hell no. I'm going to do the trash and the bathrooms at 5:30. So when I go back later on, all I have to do is vacuum and mop and get the hell out of Dodge. As soon as I leave this in a few minutes, I'm going to bed.
Yeah, I hear you.
I'm taking a goddamn nap, or I won't be cleaning anything later.
No, I hear you. Herds Mindful says truth. Wow, I'm definitely watching tonight. April, thank you so much with the hearts. Sam, her diamonds agree. Even keto only loses 3 to 5 pounds a week. First sits could be lost that much weight in a few days, right? It's just crazy. We know that didn't happen. I still can't explain how he. I don't
think his pictures help anybody, because they're older pictures, so he's bigger. And I mean, I'd have to see him in normal clothes because those I mean, he's definitely thinner, no doubt. But I don't know. It's definitely him, though. They ain't lying about it. You know what I mean?
No, I hear you. No. No way they're lying about it. It's definitely him. It's just the idea that, my gosh, man, it's just like night and day when you look at those pictures. It's like I could see somebody, like I see myself so confused with that, without a doubt. Absolutely.
Well, you're confused anyways.
Well, it's a possibility, but it's because I have to deal with you.
Oh, that was rude. That was very rude.
April said, Chris, you took long enough to like.
Well, that's because I don't have YouTube up. I only go through the link, and that just brings me to StreamYard.
Her diamonds full said, DD, I have to say, I just love your channel. And Chad, I love how you interact with us all, and everyone is respectful. Thank you so much, Her Diamonds Full. I appreciate you, and thank you for being here and being on our channel.
And then that way, and then can I have some diamonds, please?
And then we'll go ahead and hopefully we'll continue to grow like we have been, without a doubt.
No, definitely we got to grow. I don't think he's 320 in that picture either.
No, I don't think he's 320
I
either.
don't either.
But I don't think he looks like the guy that's on that
well,
thing.
no,
either.
because this is gone. You know,
Mhm.
take away the stat, you know, the beard and stuff. Boy, it's cold
Now
in
I
here.
could see him being that could be the baby daddy. I couldn't see the other picture being the baby daddy, but I could see that one being the baby daddy. Thank you, Herd Diamonds Full. Appreciate all your love and everything, and love you all back without a doubt. Appreciate you.
Love yous all. Hold on, I'm throwing one more up there, just real quick. Shit. Oh, I turned the AC on now.
Just
I'm
goes to
freezing.
show that it's hard to get an accurate depiction of somebody based upon
Yeah.
a video or a
No
photo.
doubt.
'Cause the distortion involved or the clothes that they wear
Yep.
literally swayed us 100 pounds one way or the other.
Oh, you're not only kidding. No doubt. Look at the bike right here with him. He looks like a beefy boy. I mean, a big beefy boy. Like I'm not running after nobody. Beefy boy. In these pictures, you can see his faces are so much fuller.
Yeah.
You know, but when you look at that one we saw, he just looked like he went, ooh, and just shrunk. Right, Sam. Personal pink, swaying hair. April, Her Diamonds, thank you for the kind words. All goes to the chat, the mods. You guys do a great job, without a doubt. Carol, Chris is live. Also, please come hit the like button for Chris and subscribe to his channel, without a doubt. And Doug, Analyze Doug. We are the trios, the three amigos.
Yeah, my life's coming down in a minute anyways. I just wanted to cover the manhunt, but
the
didn't
show
last long. So
Sam said, but the show pics from the store that day, also day or two later driving away from the store, it is a huge difference. I agree. I mean, it's just like Doug said, the distortion of the cameras. Maybe it is very true that if you have for a better lack of words, a shitty camera, you know, you're going to get a shitty picture. I mean, makes sense to me.
Yep.
Because I just saw a shitty picture. Truth Warrior, laugh it all out, right, Chris? You're slacking, hitting the like buttons when you come in, but I was too, laughing out loud. Hers Diamond says, you're welcome, April. Mods are amazing here. Person pink, swaying hair, person. Yes, you got it. Thank you so much, Diamonds. Love having you here. Truth Warrior, Carol Burton, 36, you got it. Carol, thanks, Truth. Chris, yes, Chris, laughing out loud. Diamonds, there's your diamonds, Chris. Hers Diamonds, yes. Yeah, changed the color of his clothes, shaved a beard, and he's the same size as a guy of raiment. It's him. Yeah, I mean, he just looks tinier, but if he's still 6'3", obviously, because he could have shrunk. If he is still 6'3", then it's definitely still not going to be the porch guy, because the porch guy is only about 5'10". Okay, so it probably wouldn't be the porch guy anyway. But just the body size, I mean, I would say he probably looked no more than 180, 200 pounds at best. Just my observation anyway. Good point, Herd. Good point. Sam, he looks like 260 at least in the store pic. Guy in court looks like 180. I agree, Sam. Without a doubt. YouTube, there is Chris's channel. Let's talk with Chris. Subscribe to his channel. He does a great job, along with Analyze Doug. KB, my live stream addiction. Without a doubt, and we're glad having you here, my friend. Jack's mama, I think the motorcycle pic, the jacket is blowing in the wind. That could be it. That really could be it. That would make sense, Jack's mama. Absolutely, that makes sense. Didn't think about that. But when you look at it, you know, just look at it and you don't think about that. He looks like a big ogre. He really does. It's just my opinion. April, YouTube, there's Analyze Doug's channel. Please subscribe to his channel as well. He does a great job. Vicious Breaks, owner, crazy man. I live down the street. It's quite an area. Kids always out and about, so it raises eyebrows when these things happen. Worse we get usually is porch pirates in Star Valley. I can understand that, Vicious Breaks. I get it, no doubt. Totally understand that. Thanks for your comment, my friend, and please subscribe. Doesn't cost anything to subscribe. Sam, come on, guys. Only 103 likes and only 43 watching. Hit the like button. What's wrong with you guys with the like numbers only? Half goes. Hit the like button. Yeah, guys. All right. Well, what do you say we all call it a day?
Tonight.
Sounds good, dog.
Let's call it a day because I know we are all tired, everybody.
Yeah.
I'll let you guys say your pieces.
I'm just editing photos.
And I'm going to go catch up on Clancy, so I'm prepared for 5.
Yeah, please do. Because
I have nothing about it. So
I have some, but I know you are the one that really has been focusing on that out of us. So if you could bring your A game, I'd appreciate it.
Yep, I'm going to go listen to the rest of the testimony I missed so I can just be up to date on everything that happened. And
I don't even know who's on the stand right now. I don't know this person.
yeah, I don't know this person either. I haven't seen at all today. In the end of the Monday or Tuesday, whatever day it was.
Oh God!
But yeah, thanks for having me on, dog.
Stop.
Another great conversation. New subscribers, chatters, we love y'all. Y'all make this happen.
Ditto.
You got it. Both of you.
Chris,
Semper Fi.
dog,
Appreciate you
Semper Fi.
both.
See you at
All
5.
right, boys. Chat. Love you guys. See you in a while.
Love you
This
guys.
is ending, and my channel is going to end too. So, good day.
God bless everybody.
But we'll see you at 5.
Get some sleep.
Oh, most definitely. See you guys. Thanks.
All right. You're
Semper
welcome.
Fi.
Semper Fi, my friend. All right, everybody in the chat. Thank you so much. Appreciate every one of you. And also just to say, I appreciate all your candor and your comments and your honesty and just the kind words you guys say. That's what makes the channel so great. You know, hearing those nice things, it goes a long way. But hey, you guys have been amazing. We have had an amazing run. We are now up to 2,500. And I think as of yesterday, we got 27 or 28 subscribers. I'm thinking we're probably at about right now 2,500 and I'm going to guess 35 subscribers. So we have just really been doing awesome. We'll hit that 600 here shortly. Then we'll shoot, obviously, for the 3,000. But you guys are all amazing. That's what I want to say. You guys are amazing. Love you guys. Appreciate you all. Keep up the great work. Mods, thank you for everything you guys bring to the table because you guys are the ones that make it happen. And, yeah, you guys got my emails. You got everything you need. Yeah, and if you go to the site and you click on the profile pic, you'll see all the things that are in there, the descriptions and everything like that. So our wish list is back online because we are getting ready to go here in about what we are in August. Probably in about 2.5 months, we're ready to go. 2 months, we're ready to go to Tucson. We'll be going to Tucson and checking that out there and getting that perspective. And you guys are all coming with us. So God bless you all. Thank you. Peace. It's all common sense, everybody. It's all common sense. Have a great day. Love you all. God bless. See ya, Rhythm and Clues.